Hello, everyone, and welcome into Columbus River Dragons hockey. I'm Tom Callahan. Thanks for joining me as the River Dragons wrapping up a 3-3 set here tonight in Monroe against the Moccasins. Columbus has collected 5 out of a possible 6 points in the first 2 games, winning in a shootout on Thursday night and in regulation last night. Well, tonight is the 3rd and final installment of this weekend series, and also the last time we'll see the Moccasins this year, as the River Dragons come into this one 26-15, 4-4-2, 94 points, 3rd place, now sewn up in the Continental Division. We're going to talk about what that means in just a little bit. Meanwhile, Monroe still not mathematically eliminated, but it would take some gymnastics for them to be able to catch Baton Rouge at this point. They're 18, 22, 8-1, and 3, 70 points. Blue Ridge, by the way, has wrapped up their playoff position as of last night. So the Bobcats are officially in. Baton Rouge is the only team Monroe can catch, but they have the most games remaining. Now, Baton Rouge at 20, 18, 6, 4, and 3 can still get themselves, should they happen to win those 5 remaining games, all the way up to 95 points. So Monroe, which only has 4 games left to play now, can only pick up 12 points in those games, and so they can only get to 82. So really, Baton Rouge needs 3 points to lock out the Monroe Moccasins. And as a matter of fact, the River Dragons could help them do exactly that, regardless of the result for Baton Rouge tonight, if Columbus wins in regulation or happens to win in overtime or a shootout. So no matter what, if the River Dragons take care of business here tonight, Monroe will be making tee times, and Baton Rouge will be making playoff plans to take on the Blue Ridge Bobcats in the play-in game, which is new this year in the playoff formatting. And I'm going to keep reiterating that because I know not everybody's listening to every broadcast, but it is a new wrinkle this year in the fabric of the Commissioner's Cup playoffs that 4 and 5, those seeds will play each other in a 1-game play-in, so very much like the March Madness basketball tournament. And that's winner take all. And there is home ice for that. So if Blue Ridge stays in front of Baton Rouge, they host. If Baton Rouge catches and passes Blue Ridge, which they could, well, then guess what? Baton Rouge hosts. And the winner of that game becomes the 4 seed in the Continental Division. Now, a couple of things that are not settled yet in the Continental Division include who the River Dragons are going to play. So here's what we do know for the Columbus River Dragons. We do know the River Dragons are going to host their first playoff game Wednesday, April 16th. Again, Wednesday, April 16th. The River Dragons' first home playoff game, 7:05 p.m. And as of right now, playoff packages are on sale, but now once the office opens on Monday morning, and I want to give you the heads up on this, there are also going to be special group packages available starting with 10 or more people in your group for that April 16th game. So I'm giving you the date ahead of time so you can plan. We don't know who the opponent is yet because Athens and Carolina have not yet sorted that part out. Believe it or not, Athens not playing this weekend, only 2 games left, both against Columbus, means Athens could finish first where they sit right now, but because Carolina has 3 games left, the Thunderbirds actually control their own destiny. And so Carolina, if they win all 3, well, then they will finish first. And they are playing the Port Huron Prowlers here tonight, so that's a game we are definitely keeping an eye on. And Carolina needs to win that and then take care of business next weekend. If they do that, Athens can't get in front of them. There's simply not enough points left in the schedule. Right now, Carolina is 2 points behind Athens. Now, I do need to mention, they need to do those, or they need to win those games in regulation in order for this to be true. So, if they collect the 9 points that are on the table, Carolina cannot be stopped from finishing first. That means Athens would fall to second, and Columbus would host Athens on that Wednesday, April 16th date. However, if Carolina stumbles and Athens happens to win both games in Columbus next weekend, then Athens could finish first, and Carolina would then be that Wednesday night opponent. But again, we won't know likely until the final weekend here of the regular season, which is next weekend. Looking ahead to that. But that is the best playoff picture I can give you right now in the Continental Division. So Monroe all but locked out. Baton Rouge all but assured a playoff spot. Bobcats are in for sure, and they are locked in to a 4-5 battle. But will they be 4th or 5th? Well, that's up in the air. Who's going to be first? Who's going to be second? That's up in the air. The only thing that's actually certain right now is the River Dragons in 3rd. That's the only thing we know, and that's why we're able to tell you that we know the River Dragons are hosting that game Wednesday, April 16th. So want to make sure everybody is aware of that. The Zamboni is out there right now, which means it's time for us to have a chat with the River Dragons head coach Jerome Bichard. They are having a special jersey retirement ceremony here this evening, and I'm not sure what the timeline is for that. We have not been told. I do know it's going to take some time. Obviously, the one that we did for Josh Petrantonio earlier this year took up almost a half hour, I believe. So I'm anticipating you and I are going to have some time to talk here, River Dragons fans. So that's why we're not in such a huge hurry in the pregame show. But why don't we go ahead and hear from Boom. And we're going to go talk with River Dragons head coach Jerome Bichard. Then we'll get inside what the lineup looks like for tonight's game. We'll get you to our starting goaltenders. And we'll take an early look at the out-of-town scoreboard because Carolina and Port Huron are underway, as is Danbury and Mississippi. So stay tuned. We'll bring you more here in just a moment. And we shall return with more River Dragons hockey.
This winter, don't let your heating system leave you out in the cold. At Air Force Heating and Air, we are committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or a new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you. Residential and commercial, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability, so for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Back before tonight's game, third and final game against the Monroe Moccasins. We're joined by River Dragons head coach Jerome Bichard, and as always, it's brought to you by F&M Cigars. Boom, yesterday you get the win in regulation. Once again, Alex Storjahan gives you a pair of goals. Loke Plouffe gets his first as a pro, shorthanded goal. I mean, some things to like about that game, but probably also some things to want to continue to improve on.
Well, you know what? I mean, I think we played better last night with the kids in there.
Oh, they're hungry, right?
Than we did the night before. And, you know, it's really tough to, compare. Jumbling lines, guys not used to playing with anybody and all that stuff. But the equalizer is the ice and the boards. Like, I mean, it's still, like, I mean, going into the game, I just said, look, guys, I mean, we got to be cleaner. We got to, make some plays. And the less we handle the puck, the better it is. And, for the most part, I thought it was less scramblier than it was the night before. So, and good things happened. And, you know, I don't know what the hell Plouffe was doing down there on a penalty kill down to the goal, but all right, hey, everything's timing. Do it all at the right time, we're fine. You know?
There was a moment yesterday, Boom, where it was him and Slats were the two lowest guys in the offensive zone, and I looked over at you, and I felt like I could feel your expression on the bench.
Yeah, you know, that's what we're playing right now. I mean, guys have to be aware of their surroundings and know that, you know, D are activating and they're going in, and guys have to pull out and be responsible. So, still working on that part.
Yeah, well, let's. I was going to ask you if you remembered scoring your first goal. What was that like?
I don't remember.
No?
I really don't.
Interesting, okay.
No.
Well, I'll have to see if I can dig in somebody's archives and see if we can find it for you.
Jeez. I really don't. I remember scoring a goal against Grand Fear in New Haven, but that was really the only goal that really sticks out of my mind. None of my goals are usually highlight reels, so nothing really stays there.
Well, scoring on Grand Fear, future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, five hole from a center pass from the corner, so that was good.
There you go, absolutely. So let's talk a little bit more about tonight then. First of all, Ryan Hunter, how's he doing? I know fans want to know.
Yeah, no, Ryan's all right. He looks a little bit like me. He's got a couple of teeth that are displaced and a little crooked, but he'll get squared away. You know, he wanted to play tonight, actually. I'm like, nah, we don't need you to just take it off. So tough guy, so it was good. You know, just you know, puck to the face. You know, terrible, but luckily that you know it wasn't more serious than that.
And so then taking a look at Monroe 3-3 tonight, obviously their frustration was showing a little bit last night, and certainly they know their playoff hopes are fading with that, but I mean, what do you expect tonight?
You know what, more of the same. I mean, pretty competitive. Like, they're not going to lay down. They're not a team that's going to just throw in the towel and not give you a game type thing. So I would think, you know, I don't know if this is probably their last home game, maybe. I'm not even sure. You know, so they want to put a good show on for the crowd. I know they're retiring Dugan's number tonight, I believe. So, you know, so they want to put on a good show. So I know last night the Lumberjacks were out last night. Like, I mean, oh my God, there was some stick swinging going on, and I think it got better as the game, or got less as the game went on. I had a talk, and I know I think we got in trouble because I think somebody may or may not have called a league official on that. So I think the refs are going to call a tighter game and really watch that. Like, I mean, and we need that. Like, I mean, as far as physical play, hey, I want a big hit. I want, if somebody's skating with their head down to the neutral zone and there's a hit, thank you. But put your sticks away and let's go play. So I think it'll be a little tighter called, and you know, which is good. We'll protect our guys going into the playoffs.
Well, let's wrap it all up with keys of the game.
Keys of the game, more of the same. Just you know, ice is bad. Let's dump the puck in. Let's go get it down there. Let's get some opportunities in the offensive zone, and not play ping pong in the neutral zone. You know, if there's a pass to be made, let's make it. Let's not. It's kind of counterproductive because I'm telling the guys to use the boards. Well, the boards are terrible. There's no true bounce on it. There's nothing. So safe plays on the boards. If we want to get it out, we know where the puck's going. But you can't assume that that guy is going to attain that puck. Let's assume that he's not going to, and let's make sure we're on the defensive side of things all night long. So I think that's the key.
All right, well, Boom, thanks for joining us. Best of luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Back with the drop of the puck in just a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Can we park in the back?
We help people sneak Pepsi into places that don't serve it.
What if they catch us?
We have a sports car. Hey, now this doesn't make burger taste better.
Yo, what the thought Wendy was a ginger.
To enhance the flavor.
Where is everybody?
Sunday. Do not make eye contact.
Nobody here wants your Pepsi.
It's really good.
Oh, that is good. Say it into the napkin dispenser. Here's some Pepsi for some extra flavor.
So get the f*** out. Come on. Well, Monroe's officially 3 for 3 on Anthems. Wow. This has been a heck of a week of display of singing talent here in Monroe, Louisiana. So the Moccasins are going to do a jersey retirement ceremony, and the information I have about it is scant. But I believe it is actually the retirement of a player from the Moccasins Western Professional Hockey League days. And, you know, it's kind of interesting that I've been around long enough to have seen the WPHL version of the Monroe Moccasins. And I should really be paying attention to the pictures that are showing up on the scoreboard. I wonder if either my former San Angelo Outlaws or, oh, there are the Outlaws, San Angelo Outlaws or the Abilene Aviators might show up on this scoreboard. But they are indeed retiring the jersey of Jared Duhan. So number 21 will go to the rafters here. And the Moccasins, by the way, wearing green uniforms tonight as a tribute to that WPHL era team. And that may be it for our very brief ceremony here as they unveil the banner with the number 21 on it over there between section 217 and 218. So, boy, it's always an incredible honor, no matter what the franchise or when the honor is bestowed, to have your number displayed proudly and permanently inside the arena. And so now we'll do a very brief ceremonial puck drop here. That's going to give me a chance to talk with you about tonight's starting goaltenders. A little bit of a surprise here, but right back with Cody Karpinski for the Monroe Moccasins. He's 1-4-0 with an .873 save percentage, 3.73 goals against average, no shutouts on the year. Opposed by Trevor Babbitt, who's 7-14-0-1, .896 save percentage, and a 4.12 goals against average. Does have a shutout to his credit this year, and that was with the River Dragons. Of course, Babbitt coming over in the trade from the Motor City Rockers. And he has rotated with Matt Petizian the last couple of weeks ever since. This is also going to be interesting, too. The River Dragons are going to wear their teals again here today, against the dark green worn by the Moccasins. So I'm assuming that somewhere along the way, everybody's cool with this. Well, the colors are different enough. It shouldn't be a huge issue, but we will see how that's going to work itself out here. River Dragons, so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the lineup here tonight. The scratches for the River Dragons. Number 4, Alex Storjahan. Number 7, Justin McDonald. Number 15, Kyle Moore. Number 18, Nathan Bockwell. Number 47, Nathan Slahetka getting his night off tonight. And number 88, Ryan Hunter. And as you heard Jerome Bichard say, Hunter wanted to play, but Boomer said, you know what, no, just give it some rest here, that whole line getting a night off. And although Justin McDonald did take warm-ups just in case, but he's dressed in his suit on the bench here tonight in his assistant coaching role. As Monroe pushing in here, trying to start something off early with a shot and a glove save Babbitt, as he'll hold on. Just 25 seconds into the hockey game. Face-off will be to his right. And Monroe maybe trying to grab a little bit of that early momentum. Actually, a really good crowd on hand here tonight for the Moccasins. So glad to see that there's so many folks in the seats here tonight in Monroe for this final game of the 3-game set against the River Dragons. And I'm sure they're going to try to do the best they can for that hometown crowd. Winning a draw here, but throwing it to the left point. It escapes out to center, and Gustafson has to go back for it. Koash on the right side will dump it right in on Babbitt, and he's in no hurry to play it. Just kind of hangs on. And we'll get another puck drop inside the Columbus zone, this time 39 seconds into period number 1. That's not the worst way to start the game for the River Dragons. They would love a lot of stop and start early here. Do not let Monroe get a lot of zone time, a lot of possession and momentum. Just slow it right down. Face-off pushed along towards the line. It's kept in up top only momentarily, and now knocked out to center by Columbus. Koash chasing it all the way back. And now the puck up through center. But turned back Doherty. Trying to knock it along and end up rolling back into the Columbus end of things here. Thornton after it. He had the night off, as did his D partner Connor Lind. Right side. Past Texmo kept in Koash for a moment here. They battle on the wall over it. And it's Houston Wilson after it. He's knocked down. Thornton lost a stick on the play. Finally Columbus out with it. But they can't clear. Thornton with a backhand, and that one finally does get to center. Favaro dumps it right back in, though. Babbitt out to play it. Slide it along. Thornton cut it off in the corner. He's knocked off the puck, but Chimaev comes back to help out. Wheels it onto the far side. Here's Doherty going across the ice to Texmo. Texmo dumping in from center. Stefanini will reverse it around. Austin Doe arriving on the boards. It's cleared to an open wing. Kept in by Hatcher. Nash Hatcher, the rookie. He'll send it deep. Out there with Wickline and Doe in the absence of Storjahan. Tell you what, Alex Storjahan had himself a couple of games here. Had 2 goals in each. Shot coming in from the point. Karpinski waves at it with the blocker. Hatcher backhanding it to the half wall. Doe lets it go to the point, and it leaks away from Hugh Anderson. And now Anderson paired with Dunford here as Brian Dunford takes a bump, puts it in. Karpinski leaving it as it's banked off the glass and again to center. Driven right back in by Anderson. He almost took Doe's head off with it. Long stretch pass through center. Misses. Underwood back for the touch. That's an icing call early in this one. And that icing is brought to you by Air Force Heating and Air, where right now you can get an AC inspection and a furnace tune. Both for only $79. Book your appointment by calling 706-882-8888 or go to airforceheatingandair.com. Columbus trying to control the draw here, but is pushed ahead instead. Henry on the left side puts it into the corner. Babin out to play it up the far side wall, and now River Dragons move through center. Onto the wing, here's Somro. Somro will fire it around the rim. Bersani to the right side corner. Flips it, bouncer to the line. And that one is kept in up top by Underwood. Scooting to his left, Kirk Underwood into the left wing corner. Josh Liu down low trying to battle to keep it along the line. Here's Bersani, now Plouffe with it. And that shot flipped into the far side here. This is kind of interesting right here because the River Dragons end up using a defenseman as a forward here, as Plouffe has been moved up and will play forward this evening, or at least as of right now on this line. Now he'll head back off as Thornton out there with Lind on the current D pair. Anderson cutting on the right side, wraps it around, nowhere to go with it. Flips it into the slot. Here's Moe in with a shot, put it to the glass. Kept into the left point, that one is deflected behind the net. Thornton on it, moves it around to Texmo. Texmo, Jemaeth, and Gustafson will turn it back out to center. Columbus trying to regroup quickly here, but that one picked off and dumped right back down the ice. Texmo with a little tip on out to center, tossed right back in, and again Babin out to leave it behind the net, lets it go to Thornton. Neither team has really been able to establish much in the way of zone time yet. Here's Texmo. Left side, Doherty. Cross ice feed crashing into the slot is Jemaeth on the backhand. Couldn't get a shot away. Puck cleared off the glass. Anderson chasing it away to center. Doherty has to wait. Play was offside. Anderson on it. Sent across as Columbus changing here. Anderson up the left wing. Slides past Dunford. In around behind the net, looking to center. It goes right up the slot, left side. Houston Wilson keeping it going. Wilson, left side corner, looking up top. Wilson dancing his way in front. His shot was blocked. Puck cleared, but not out. Favaro holding at the right point. Works its way around. Wickline on the wall. Tried to swipe it onto there. It's kept in. Wilson to his right, wrapped up by Anderson. Wilson spins free, centers, but it's taken away by Austin Doe. And he lifts a backhander out. Right back in it goes. Zabad will pick up the forecheck here and force Hugh Anderson out the right side of the Columbus net. He has to move it across. Hatcher skating quickly in front of his own end, now backs up and feeds behind the goal. Columbus will reset the breakout. 5.5 minutes into a scoreless first period. Puck to center where Favaro will fire it back in. A bouncer far side. Dunford after it. Hugh Anderson on the near side. Lost the roller, has to go back. It's been kind of the story of the weekend with the puck. You just don't know what it's going to do. Is it going to flip up on edge? Is it going to roll? Is it going to bounce? It's been very difficult here. We had more heavy rains in the area here today, so high humidity, plus it's been warm. They move in. There's a chance in front. Hugh Anderson blocking the pass. It ends up behind the net. Centering attempt is shoved behind by Bersani. Cycled around, and it'll be done for giving it up in front. A shot and a shoulder save on that giveaway right in front. Caden Henry dead to rights, but Babin turned it away. Columbus back the other way. Here they come in over the line with a wrist shot and a glove save. Karpinski on that wrister from Bersani. We'll get to a break. 6:27 into the first. No score. Back with more in a moment on River Dragons Hockey.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Follow the signs and discover your next adventure in life. Nestled right in the heart of Old Town on Queen Bee Drive is a Legacy Reserve at Old Town. At Legacy Reserve, your retirement is whatever you want it to be. Be active, be flavorful, be free, be alive. Don't just live life, live a legacy. Call or visit our website for more information. Try out our virtual tour online today.
Back here on River Dragons Hockey, which is brought to you by Country Inn & Suites, the official host hotel of the River Dragons, Pepsi, the official soft drink of the River Dragons, and Elmo Zippin, the official fuel provider of the River Dragons. 6:27 into the first. No score so far. Moccasins trying to move the puck out of their own zone. They're in the dark green, River Dragons in the teal. There's a shot off the goal post. Rebound, Babin to his right to make the save. Boy, that one, absolutely a solid clank off the iron. Here's Plouffe moving it on to the right side. Doherty trying to feed it back across. Asp deflected it. The Moccasins end up back with the puck. Here's Bacon on the right side. He'll wedge one out. Bouncer back to the Columbus end, picked up by Kirk Underwood. He'll jam it off the glass. And it bounces down just outside the blue line. Moccasins kind of doing exactly what they did last night. For the first 10 minutes or so of the game, they really brought it to Columbus, and then Columbus just waited it out. Now we got a penalty coming up against Monroe. Doe it over the line as the extra man comes out, but the touch there, and first penalty of the game. It's going to go against Monroe. It's going to be a hooking call. River Dragons onto the Loft power play for the first time tonight. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for a 2-for-1 deal on cover only at the Loft, proud partner of River Dragons Hockey. Hooking the call, 7:22, time of the transgression, assessed to Blake Anderson. Columbus, a couple of power play goals, both of them from Alex Dordahan on Thursday night. Their power play 6th in the league at 21.9%. 5th on the kill for the Mocs at 83.2. Draw will be to the right of the Monroe Moccasins goal here. And Hatcher in for the face-off. Doherty, Wickline, Doe, and Thornton, the first power play unit out. Here's Wickline on the near side. Cody Wickline had himself a 4-point night last night. Goal and 3 assists. Doe up top to Wickline. Wickline through traffic, tipped right into the pads, but held by Karpinski. Nice deflection in front there by Doherty, but Karpinski able to close off the tunnel in time. Just 19 seconds into the power play, good scoring chance. Remember, the entire line of McDonald, Moore, and Hunter not dressed tonight. As the River Dragons work it around, Thornton up top, tipped on, here's Doe. Back across to Hatcher. We've had a River Dragon score his first pro goal in each of the games so far. There's only 2 left who don't have a pro goal yet. One of them's out there now, that's Hatcher. Josh Liu is the other one. So I'm just going to go ahead and call it. One of them's getting one tonight. It was Plouffe last night. There's a backdoor feed. It was wide of Wickline, who leaves it to himself on the wall. Wickline spins away from the pressure, tried to thread a pass through, blocked, came right back to him again. Gets it up top. Here's Doe walking down to his left on the backhand, and that one is cleared out. Well, Columbus got a great shot off initially, but not much since. They work a change here as Thornton will dump it in. Jamaev out there. Wickline stays as now it's cleared out. Zabot on it. Now a penalty coming up on Columbus. So there goes the River Dragons power play. A slashing call eliminates that. And we're going to play 4-on-4 for 43 seconds. Slashing against Thornton. Time of the penalty, 8:40. And then the Moccasins will have a power play for 1 minute, 17 seconds. Let's see what 4-on-4 yields. A lot of ice out there. The River Dragons wedge that one all the way down, and that's going to be an icing call. Face off back to the Columbus end. You've got Hugh Anderson and Brian Dunford on D. Loic Plouffe and Alexander Jamath out up front. And again, Plouffe, normally a defender, but getting a spin up front here tonight. He's one of the two guys that got his first pro goal. His was last night. As a matter of fact, a shorthanded goal for Plouffe. And now a big hit in behind the net. Big collision, puck free, and Plouffe's going to move it away. Kicks it ahead to himself, but lost the handle on it. Monroe trying to clear it back the other way. Zabot steps in over the line. Anderson left it right into the slot to Wilson. His shot, and that one somehow did not find its mark. Puck out the other way. River Dragons rush ahead. Jamath on the right side to Plouffe on the backhand. Oh, he scooped it just wide of the far post. Dunford over to the far side, pins his man up on the wall, and is able to send it into the corner. Columbus is going to change it up here as they step onto the penalty kill now. River Dragons intercept the puck at center. And now Moccasins run into each other. And that allows Columbus to finish its change and kill some time of possession. Lou moves it ahead, tipped on in by Austin Doe. Under a minute to go on the power play now for Monroe. And stolen away by Bersani. Bersani pokes it to himself. And Karpinski caught out. Bersani wraps it around, but too many bodies. He couldn't get a shot. Karpinski recovers. And the threat goes by the boards. Anderson on the right side. Flipping it down low. Tipped on goal just wide of the net by Kosh. Slid off the glass out to center by the River Dragons. Just past the halfway mark of the first period. No score here. 24 seconds to go on the slashing call against Brody Thornton. Anderson left side to the circle, curls, falls, and that allows Columbus to move it ahead. Here's a possible chance for the River Dragons trying to break in. Over the line, fed across to Wickline. Wickline back up top to Lind. Lind catches a late crashing Dunford, who walks in. Wrister off a leg and out of play. 9:23 to go in the first. 3 seconds left in that penalty kill for Columbus. When we come back, more in a moment. This is River Dragons hockey.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiara, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day. I just love how the biscuit just matches perfectly with the spice on the chicken fillet. Whoever thought of it, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Robert, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is the biscuit. It reminds me of my grandma's homemade biscuit. It's always buttery and savory. The chicken is always crispy. Then you add the spices to the chicken, instant classic.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Back here on River Dragons hockey. Face-off coming up to the right of the Monroe Moccasins net. 3 seconds to go on the penalty kill for the River Dragons. And a playoff game for the River Dragons, we know for sure, is going to be Wednesday, April 16th at 7:05 p.m. at home. So make sure you join us for that one. What we don't know yet is will it be Carolina or Athens? That is going to sort itself out here over the next couple of games. But we know the River Dragons for sure are hosting Game 1 Wednesday, April 16th at 7:05 p.m. at the Columbus Civic Center. And you can get your playoff blocks of tickets on sale now. And once we get to Monday, we'll talk about it in a minute. Hatcher into the slot. There's a backhand save made in tight on Wickline. Cody Wickline's been buzzing this weekend. But there'll be group packages starting with just 10 or more in your group, special playoff group packages available. And if you want information ahead of time, you can email tickets@ourdragons.com. Tickets@ourdragons.com. Columbus at center trying to push back the other way as we are back to 5-on-5 hockey here. Asp trying to dump it in. He ran into Texmo. Puck moved ahead, however, at the line, whistled offside. That offside brought to you by Old School Barber Shop. They are online at oldschoolbarber.com. And you can make your next appointment online right now or book 24/7 through their Instagram and Facebook. And reservations are now required at Old School Barber Shop, so get lined up at Old School Barber Shop. And now Texmo's going into the box. So we have a Moccasins power play coming up here. Roughing the call. 11:35, and it's the second Moccasins power play. They had 1 minute and 17 seconds of power play time earlier. Didn't do anything with it. And they'll go to work setting it up in the zone. Up top, here's Favaro onto the left side. Koash leaving it into the corner. Centering feed, and that one is tied up. Stefanini couldn't get a shot free, and it's sent down the ice by Kirk Underwood. Favaro will leave it. I think we just heard a really loud clap of thunder over the roof. There's a shot by Koash. He scores. Koash off the rush on the right side between the pad and the glove of Trevor Babin. It's a power play goal for the Moccasins. They lead it 1-0. .12:16 time of the goal in for Scott Koash. That's his 14th goal of the year. So Bond with the assist on the goal. To clean the Snakes up off the ice. Dragons fans, I don't know if it's going to make you feel any better or not, but Monroe did score first last night. And they have led at some point in the first two games of the weekend, both of which Columbus managed to win. River Dragons, let's see the response. Try to push back in. Jamaev cuts it off left side. His shot hit Plouffe. Smokes it into the corner. Pushed around. Plouffe to the far side. Here's Dunford crashing down and unable to keep it in, but Doherty backing him up does. Now the puck off of Dunford and ends up Doherty at the line, forcing it across to Jamaev. Jamaev looking in space, curls. He'll switch with Dunford and now feed it across up top to his left. Hugh Anderson, his shot tipped into the netting. 7:12 to go in the first. 1-0 Monroe. River Dragons hockey brought to you in part by BKI Accounting, a new age approach to old school accounting, specializing in payroll, bookkeeping, and income and sales taxes for small business. Learn more at bkiaccounting.com. Face off to the left of Karpinski. Doe, Hatcher, Wickline out there. Doe has it in his skates. Wickline over to help out. Had it stolen away on the wall, though. Lind has to chop it back at center. Wickline bring it back inside his own end and leave it off for Connor Lind. Chase behind the net. Lind bump but keeps the puck. Banks it ahead. Hatcher will pull it back in. Try to one-arm it across. Gesso draped all over him. Hatcher behind the net. Trying to pull away. Gesso steals. Wraps it out in front. Still can't shoot to the backhand. Tied up. Never did get that shot away. Nice job by Thornton. Hatcher steps in, try to feed it across to Doe. Following it up, here's Wickline. Wickline on the right side. Curls, and he's hooked up, trying to get to that puck. Big hit there by Hatcher as it goes down the ice. River Dragons will change up the forward line as well. Here's Thornton on to the right wing. He backhands it in. Bersani out with Reed and Somro. Somro knocks a pass out of the air. Thornton to center. He'll fire it back in. River Dragons up on it. Karpinski out to play it. Flips it around the far glass. A bouncer to Saban on the left side. Gets it to the right wing. Wilson at the line. His pass was behind the intended. And now back comes Bersani. Chip left side to Reed. Reed going in with Favaro into the corner. They collide against the wall. Reed trying to kick it along. Bersani looking to help him. Puck's not going anywhere. Finally pulled out by Prevost. And now the Moccasins ahead, right side. Here's Wilson. Backhands it towards the side of the net. Saban elects to wrap it around behind. He's ridden off by Underwood. Wilson on it, centering feed, blocked up in the air, and now a blocker save and a penalty coming up again on Columbus. Shot coming in is blocked for the whistle and the touch with 5:15 to go in the first, but Columbus shorthanded again, this time a holding call. It's going to be Underwood heading in. And the Moccasins 1 for 2 on the power play, right back at it. Columbus trying to control the puck. Jamath. Anderson in that pile. There's a broken stick on the play, so maybe a break for Columbus as they try to clear it along. I tell you what, Koash is absolutely giving a business over there in the corner to Jamath. Quick shot, blocked, rebound in front, and that one's still not through. Bersani on it, and he'll send it down the ice. So now it's 5-on-4. The River Dragons have killed off the 5-on-3. Back on the right side of Lirakos offside. So I know we lost our YouTube feed for a minute there. The internet and the whole building went down. But it's back up now. So here's the situation. We've got 3:02 to go here in this first period. Columbus ended up down 5-on-3. Dunford is still in the box with 36 seconds left to go in a slashing call against him. This is the fourth Monroe power play, 4 in a row against the Moccasins. Or for the Moccasins, I should say. Puck sent down the ice, and now the River Dragons hoping to get through this one as unscathed as possible here. 2:45 to go in the first. Monroe up the left side. They'll try to walk it in and set up. But a great job by the River Dragons regardless in a 5-on-3 situation. There's a bouncer right in front. Babin covers. Face off will be to his left.
If I'm from 208, you will see our play-by-play guys, Pete and Joey. Catch play-by-play on every Moccasins game. And Moccasins Hockey on YouTube.
2:36 to go, 10 seconds until Dunford is out of the box. Boy, if Doe can win this draw, that goes a long way towards taking that time off the clock, and he does. Over to Josh Liu. Liu tries to eat it in the corner, but is stolen by Gesso. Gesso, backhand side of the net, and it's stopped by Babin. Out of the box is Dunford, and it's now 5-on-5 once more. Gesso behind the net, stops, looking for a place to put it. River Dragons D like sentinels at each post. There's a shot by Bacon on a bouncer, and he muffed it. And oh, Doe just took a stick in the chops, and that one's going to bring a penalty. And Bacon into the box. They're going to check Doe to see if he's leaking at all. Is it 2 or is it 4? It is 2. So 2 minutes are high sticking. 17:51 time of the penalty. River Dragons back on the Loft power play with their 0 for 1. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for a 2-for-1 deal on cover only at the Loft. Proud partner of River Dragons hockey. Jemayev tossed out. Reed will step in. Plouffe out there. Texmo and Anderson as it's cleared off of the skate of Hugh Anderson. He's got to chase it down. Here's Kosh looking for a shorthanded chance. Left side, he'll curl back up the wall. The combined pro games of 3 of the 5 players out there on the ice is under 10. And then you got Anderson with about a season and a half's worth of work under his belt. And then Jemayev, he's the graybeard out there. There's Texmo up the left side. He scored his first pro goal this weekend as well, although they incorrectly credited that to Jemayev, but it was Texmo's goal, and I'm sure it'll be fixed next week. Anderson now short-handed, 2-on-1. Left side, here's a chance, a shot, and a blocker save there by Babin. That's a big-time stop. Remember that one later. Keeps it 1-0 here. Power play with a minute to go, 1:09 in the period. There's a lead ahead of Plouffe. Plouffe chasing it down. He'll beat out the icing. Plouffe with a roller around to the right side. Texmo trying to pick it up. Jemayev on that right side wall. Texmo trying to kick at it. It's cleared out and down the ice. Thornton on it. Texmo gets cross-checked by Prevost right at the line trying to get out of there. Quick line in behind the net. Doe can't get to it as it's cleared down. Half minute to go in the man advantage. Thornton, Wickline, Hatcher, Doe, and Doherty. Right-siders, Wickline leaving it. Doe cutting into the slot. A shot. Karpinski sticks it away to the corner. Play to the left point. Doe holding it in. Doe gets it across to an open wing. Thornton's got to chase it down. And it's slapped off a stick. A roller the other way. And now a race left side. Stefanini. Doe taking the angle on him. His shot and a glove save by Babin as the power play ends. And now a battle in the corner, but the clock is going to strike 0 here. And the period comes to a close. And we get a little bit of a physical coming together here as Houston Wilson, even though the horn sounded, did not want to give up the battle and went back again after one of the River Dragons. That was Hatcher he was trying to go after still. Yeah, this game is far from over. It's 1-0 Monroe. I will say this, though. The fact that Monroe was given so many power plays in that period, 4 in a row, and then did not capitalize on them, might come back to bite them. All right, so we're going to move it on into our first period intermission report. When we come back, we'll have a scoring wrap-up for you, plus a look inside the numbers and that Zilmo Zippin out-of-town scoreboard. I know everybody's excited for that, so we're going to do that as well. Stay tuned. There's more coming your way. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Sure, a meal like this is an option, but why would you settle for less? When you can have the...
This winter, don't let your heating system leave you out in the cold. At Air Force Heating and Air, we are committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or a new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you. Residential and commercial, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
We all dream. But dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability. So for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place. It's the way we do business.
Back here in Monroe, Louisiana, Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining me, everyone, as we are through 20 minutes of play. The third and final game of this weekend set between these two teams, and now we've got a Zamboni issue out there. I hope it is not broken down, but it is just kind of hanging out at that far face-off circle. All right, 20 minutes in. Let's take a look back at the scoring wrap. First and foremost, the only goal, a power play goal off the stick of Scott Koash, breaking in on the right wing. Koash able to score his 14th of the season from Zabad and Pavaro at 12-16. And that would indeed be the only goal of the period. Zamboni back underway. And the Moccasins, 4 power plays in the first period alone. They had 3 all of last night. Tonight they've already had 4. And they're 1 for 4. River Dragons 0 for 2. And the shots, the totals continue to change, but as of our last update here on the score sheet, 9-4 in favor of Monroe after that period. But I would put that in pencil, not in crayon. That's not going to be permanent yet. So right now, that is what the numbers have told us from the first period. I will say this, I was surprised that Monroe didn't pick up one more power play there. I really felt like there was going to be a call there with Jemaev just absolutely getting the business in the corner during that Monroe power play, but they end up letting that one go. At the end of the period, a pretty blatant high stick from Bacon that has to be called, so that kind of evened it out. But unfortunately for Columbus, they really didn't get anything going there. And again, featuring a lineup missing their top 3 scorers tonight, McDonald, Hunter, and Moore, not dressed. Also, Storjahan, not dressed here tonight. There's a lot of firepower not in the lineup for Columbus, and it merits mentioning that the River Dragons, Wickline and Doe, the top 2 dressed scorers tonight for the River Dragons. And Wickline yesterday had a goal and 3 assists to his credit, so he's had actually a pretty good weekend for himself. So maybe Cody Wickline is the guy, maybe Austin Doe able to step up. Also, no Nolan Slahetka here. So your leading scorer on the defensive side also not in the lineup here this evening. And, of course, Slahetka also figures in on the power play units as well. So just trying to almost build the plane while they're flying it here this evening, especially when it comes to special teams. And the River Dragons, really the most important thing for them, I don't think it's so much getting the power plays. I think they're fine 5-on-5 against Monroe. I think they just need to stay out of the box. That's going to be the important part of the focus here for the next 40 minutes. Let's take a break. When we come back, we've got a big-time Zelmo Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard update coming up for you. We already know one of our teams appearing in the Monday Night National Championship game. Who is it? Well, I'll tell you that and more when we return on River Dragons Hockey. Welcome home to the Trails at Flat Rock, featuring professionally managed new and renovated apartment homes with unique floor plans. Trails at Flat Rock features washers and dryers in every home, a picnic and pool area with grills, playground, fitness center, and more. We're pet friendly and are located right next to Flat Rock Park. We even have a car wash on property, plus garages and storage units available for rent. Call 706-909-2423 or visit trailsatflatrock.com to see your next home.
We work, sleep, eat, work, repeat. This is how we spend the majority of our time. And time is supposed to be one of the most precious treasures we have, right? Time together with friends and family doing the things that we want to do. And of course, we have to provide. But the life we're providing is supposed to be more than just food and shelter, isn't it? How about experiencing more of the things that we like to do with the people that we love? The truth is that this is what people rank as their highest value. Leisure time with friends and family, travel time, unique experiences and beautiful memories. If you ask anyone from virtually any culture what they wish they had more time to do, it's to see new places, experience new things, amazing experiences, and share those with the people that they want to be with. It's all about quality of life. But somehow we just don't take seriously the importance of our leisure time together, do we? In fact, did you know that every year we give away more than 1 million years of our vacation time? That's right. That's more than 21 years a second, to be clear, given back in paid vacation time that we don't take advantage of. Why do we do that? Why do we not take advantage of our leisure time at leisure? And let's face it, too much of our time today is being spent with a small device in our hands, looking at a small screen instead of the big open sky or mountains or beaches or creating new memories. And today, we live in a subscription-based society, don't we? So many of these services are vying for our time and money. Subscription movie services, TV services, grocery services, gym memberships. And that's okay because it's convenient, right? But what about all those missing amazing experiences and the memories that they create? You see, quality of life is more than what we do on the couch. What about those other important aspects, too, of our experience in everyday life? You know, how we feel, literally how we physically feel today and every day. And of course, we want to look our best as well. So some of that leisure time and disposable income is going towards these categories as well. So what if I told you that there was a club that was just as convenient, but delivers the best life has to offer every day, everywhere, and in every way that you want? This is exactly what we do at Club Viago.
All right, we are back here on Columbus River Dragons Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you in the Zamboni. Stop for a minute. It's back out there again. So that's good. And it has continued to make laps around the ice. But in the meantime, we are going to continue to make laps around this out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Selmos. Zippin' Selmos has been fueling life's passion since 1999. Okay, so let's go ahead and start by talking about what's going on right now with the FPHL. Then we're going to get to men's college basketball. We've also got some Major League Baseball we're going to talk to you about. But the important games going on tonight in this league. So you got Danbury up 3-1 over Mississippi. That one's already reaching the end of the second. That was an early start. Blue Ridge 3-1 up on the Venom, and they are trying to stay in front of the Zydeco, who are in action tonight against the Watertown Wolves. Now, Baton Rouge came back to beat Watertown last night, but tonight they're trailing 2-0 after the first period. Dashers, believe it or not, leading Motor City 3-2. And Dashers looking for only their third regulation win of the year in that one. And again, a reminder that there is no games for Athens this weekend. They will not play until next weekend against the River Dragons to round out their season. Also, by the way, Carolina is now up 6-3 on Port Huron, and that game is almost over. So that one's going to go to Carolina. So the Thunderbirds, again, if they win all three of their remaining games, it doesn't matter what Athens does against Columbus, Carolina shows up first place on the regular season in the Continental Division. In the National Hockey League, on this Saturday, we've got games in action in the third period right now. Boston up 4-0 on the Carolina Hurricanes, not the Thunderbirds. Lightning up 2-1 on the Sabres in the third. 2-0 Leafs lead the Blue Jackets heading into the third. Just starting the third, Flyers up 1-0 on the Canadiens. At the second intermission, St. Louis Blues. Somebody stop St. Louis. They're up 4-2 on the Avalanche. And that one is after 2 periods of play. Also after 2 periods of play, look at Utah Hockey Club leading the Winnipeg Jets 3-0. Tonight, some late puck drops, 10 o'clock Eastern. Golden Knights at Flames, Kraken at Sharks, finals from earlier. Devils blank the Rangers 4-0 as the Rangers just don't seem to want to make the playoffs this year. Senators shut out the Panthers 3-0. Penguins beat the Stars 5-3. That is a big win with implications all over the Central Division right there. 6-2, Canucks beat the Ducks 3-0. Kings shut out the Oilers as the Kings creep a little closer to the top of the Pacific. They're not going to catch Vegas. No one's catching Vegas, but that's going to give the Kings, with that win, the potential to have home ice in their series against the Oilers. They're pretty much destined to meet the Oilers again for the 4th straight year in the postseason. All right, college basketball, let's talk about it. Number 1, Houston, and number 1, Duke, tipping off here at the bottom of the hour. But we have a final, and Tom's bracket is still alive. Number 1, Florida beats number 1, Auburn, 79-73. Florida moving on to the national championship game. Meanwhile, in Major League Baseball, here's what we got going on right now. Jays up 2-0 in the top of the 6th over the New York Mets. 4-4 Rangers, Rays, bottom of the 7th. 10-5 Reds over the Brewers, bottom of the 7th. 3-0 Marlins over the Braves in the top of the 7th inning. In the top of the 4th inning, Rockies 3-0 over the A's. Late starts tonight. You got Mariners at Giants, Guardians at Angels. Finals, Tigers 7-2 over the White Sox. Twins beat the Astros 6-1. 7-1 Cubs over the Padres. 4-3 Nationals top the Diamondbacks. 3-1 Dodgers over the Phillies. They're 9-1 now. Yankees come back for a 10-4 win over the Pirates. 8-1 Orioles over the KC Royals. And the Cardinals and Red Sox were postponed due to this weather system that is wreaking havoc just about everywhere across the Midwest as we speak. So that's it for your Zelmo Zipping Out of Town scoreboard. One more break, and then we're back for second period action. Can we stay 5-on-5? That's the big question. We'll tell you all about it when we return. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Follow the signs and discover your next adventure in life. Nestled right in the heart of Old Town on Queen Bee Drive is a Legacy Reserve at Old Town. At Legacy Reserve, your retirement is whatever you want it to be. Be active, be flavorful, be free, be alive. Don't just live life, live a legacy. Call or visit our website for more information. Try out our virtual tour online today.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique Boat and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overbee Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overbee Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Hey everybody, I'm Slayton at Zelmos, and just want to take a second today to tell you a little bit about our new fuel and in-store rewards program. All you have to do is text 78500, just text enroll Zelmo, you'll see it at the bottom of your screen. And it's as easy as signing up. You can do it from home. You get to your pump, hit Zelmos Rewards, type in your phone number. As soon as you do that, you'll see the price roll back at the pump. That's 3 cents a day off every gallon with up to 25 cents off on special occasions. So join today and start saving.
And we're back on Columbus River Dragons hockey. Whoop, and Trevor Babin has already knocked his net off its moorings. Now he just pulls it back on. He's just over there doing his little goal crease shuffle. Hey, knocked that sucker right off the post. They don't have the pegs in the ice here. They just have the steel pegs with the little outcropping on the bottom that you kind of dig into the ice and then you just wait for the metal to freeze to the ice, but it takes a second. Face off one back down into the Moccasins end as we get going here. River Dragons rolling left to right in front of the broadcast location for this second period of action. Puck right in front. That one is knocked away. And over to the near side, Bacon trying to backhand it along. It's cleared on out by Henry and sent right back in by Underwood. Moccasins to center. Henry stumbles. Couldn't receive the pass. Leorakos at the line. Had it taken away there. Left siders Koch moving in. Feeding it down low. It's cleared back off. Bouncer Somro stretching for it. He'll leave it up the near side wall to Bersani. Bersani to center, tosses it in from the stripe. Round it goes, left behind the net by Karpinski. Bacon towards the far side, has to be chased over on the wing and turned over. River Dragons over changing, so little flip onto the right side for Lind from Doherty, and it's popped up in the air, comes down to the near corner. Asp moving into the point. Thornton will keep it in. Brody Thornton feeds it right across. Nobody there for it. Doherty down to the point. Can't hold that one, but back up top, Jemayev does. Now Doherty slot. Texmo shot blocked. Behind the net, Asp over after it there. Rolls away to center. Doherty on the near shot, trying to slide it free in space. And on the left wing, here's Texmo. Jemayev going to the net, pass off the end of a stick. Oh, a dangerous kick in on goal. And Karpinski actually had to make a save off the boot of Rasmus Asp. Draw will come to the left of Karpinski. Face off one back by Monroe. They throw it to the far side. Hatcher runs into the referee, who is honestly not paying attention. One-handed up the wall. River Dragons trying to clear the zone here. Wickline can't get it out. Dunford is hooked and unable to move that puck along the wall. Anderson trying to help him out. A backhand in front, cleared away to the right side. It's kept in there by Koivuniemi. He tries to center. Taken away by Doe, far side. And now the River Dragons finally able to move it away to center. Dunford dumps in from the candy cane there. Around it goes, slowed down into the left side corner, but Wickline centering. Doe couldn't get there in time. Moccasins to the line. Hatcher trying to stop the rush. He did. Takes it away from Gesso. But now Koibuniemi steps up, and he is dispossessed by Wickline. Underwood pushing it into the right side corner. Koash will wrap it around the far side wall. Bersani lets it go to the point. Josh Liu steps around one. Has to put it back into the corner. Bersani leaned on over there. Trying to move free, pulled down. River Dragons still with it. Wickline wheeling in the far side. Feeds the right point to Underwood. A wrist shot in off Karpinski. It's free and cleared out from behind him by the defense. That one actually got in behind Karpinski. He just didn't know where it was. Kept it up high. Liu moving it over. And Somro trying to put it right in front off a skate out the other side. I think Josh Liu would have been better served by shooting that puck. He's in a pretty good spot in the high slot there and just look for the rebound. Hatcher takes a hit. He's a little slow to get up. Right side, here's Bersani after it. Yeah, the play is blown dead. We got a slashing call coming up here. Actually, that's Cody Wickline. Sorry, not Hatcher. 10, not 20. Wicks is all right. So slashing will be the call against Monroe, and Columbus back to the loft power play here. 3:19 time of the penalty. It's 1-0. Monroe in the lead. And it's Dustin Gesso into the box, complaining the whole way. It is rare that you see a player who admits their own guilt. Puck pushed out to center. Columbus will have to regroup quickly. Anderson on the right side takes a slash and then gets run into the glass there by Kosh. And now, is that going to be another penalty? Yeah. Yeah, he got him. He put him in from behind. And it's going to be, well, no, that's a slashing call. Well, that might have been a different transgression there. Maybe as the pair disengaged, Kosh must have delivered a slash. That one I didn't see. But it's 1 minute and 51 seconds of 5-on-3 power play time for the River Dragons as they get a big 5-on-3 here. All right, face off to the right of the Moccasins net. It's going to be a parade to the box tonight. Left side, here's Columbus setting it up as the pass eludes Jemayev and comes out of the zone, so the River Dragons must set it back up. Crowd trying to let the officials know what they think of their handiwork here. Jemayev pushing back in on the left side. Into the left wing corner. Plouffe on the left wing fighting for a bouncing puck. Jemayev in the left side corner again. Plouffe trying to pull it free over there. Stefanini just trying to glove it along. Can't. Jemayev in front. Quick shot, and Reed is stopped by Karpinski. Great shot by Reed. Good chance. Let it go right away, but Karpinski was right there to make the save. 1:15 to go in the 5-on-3. Just over 4 minutes into the second period. I don't know if you guys can hear that rumbling. Like we can hear the rumbling, but we are standing right near the roof. And there is a serious thunder bumper rolling through here. Right side, here's Thornton keeping it into the near circle up top. Dole back over. Thornton, a shot save made. Rebound right up through the crease. River Dragons couldn't put it home. Sabad clearing it out. Wilson up the left side. Moving in, feeds it down low. Bouncing puck on Sabad. And Babin steers it away. Thornton trying to move it ahead. He'll pull it back down here. River Dragons just need to reset here. Give themselves a little breath in the chaos. Doherty tried to slide it through. Cut off by Wilson. He clears. 35 seconds to go on the man advantage. Stefanini peels off, and Babbitt will tee it up behind the net. Thornton on the left side. It's moved ahead, and now Columbus will go to work setting it up. Here's Reed up top to Wickline. Wickline's got to chase that bouncer. Getting it back across to Thornton. Up top, Wickline top of the near circle. Wickline tried to thread it down low. It bounces over to the far dot. Thornton in front off the skate of Stefanini. And it's cleared up top. Not out yet. Kept in by Wickline. Time winding down. Wickline gets it back. A shot. He scores! Cody Wickline! It's a 5-on-4 power play goal. The River Dragons tie the score at 1, and Wick stays hot. .523 time of the goal, and both teams now 1 for 4 in the power play as Columbus cashes in on the Kosh slash. And for Wickline, that's goal number 17. Boy, how about that? So now it's 5-on-5, and I don't know if it's going to slow down with this it really has gone back and forth quite a bit in the penalties. As I look at my sheet, and it was 1 against Monroe, then 4 straight against Columbus, now 3 straight against Monroe. Is an icing call coming up here. And that icing is brought to you by Air Force Heating and Air, where right now you can get a furnace tune and AC inspection for only $79. Book your appointment by calling 706-882-8888 or go online to airforceheatingandair.com. Tied at 1. 5:41 gone here in the second. Back in more in a moment. This is River Dragons hockey.
We all dream. But dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Welcome home to the Trails at Flat Rock, featuring professionally managed new and renovated apartment homes with unique floor plans. Trails at Flat Rock features washers and dryers in every home, a picnic and pool area with grills, playground, fitness center, and more. We're pet friendly and are located right next to Flat Rock Park. We even have a car wash on property, plus garages and storage units available for rent. Call 706-909-2423 or visit trailsatflatrock.com to see your next home. Back here on River Dragons hockey, 5:41 gone here in the second. Tied at 1. Cody Wickline, a power play goal to get Columbus on the board. And the Moccasins pushing ahead on the left wing side. Anderson into the left side corner. If you're just joining us here, Columbus, we were talking about it before the game, and we'll talk about it again a little bit more here in a moment, but Columbus has shown up 3rd place this year. That means we know a playoff date. We'll tell you about it in just a moment. Puck right in front of the River Dragons net, dug out, and now here's a 2-on-1 developing. If Somro can get to it, he dives, but Favaro beat him to the puck. Dunford trying to push it in. It kicks right to Plouffe. Plouffe backhands it in front. Confusion in the slot. It's cleared off of Jesso, not out. Held in Bersani. Onto the right side, Somro had Rex Moe draped right there. Didn't know it. And now the puck pushed to center. Up the left wing, here's Moe up by himself, trying to walk in off the skate of Hugh Anderson. Underwood took it away. He'll flip it into space. A bouncer there is turned back in. Monroe still has to wait as Moe was not out of the zone. Underwood's going to bank it around. Anderson takes the hit, gets it back towards Underwood. He'll sweep it around to the near side. Crazy bounce right in front of the net. Still bouncing in the slot. Stolen away by Henry. His wrister into the shin pads of Anderson. Caroms out to center. Babin out to play it behind the net. He'll leave it there. Underwood has Kosh crashing. He'll step out from behind his own net. Now loop back. Underwood fakes going up the right side. He'll carry it himself onto the left. Underwood through center. Gets it in from there around the glass. Jamaev on the right wing. Cutting in past Kosh. Turned away, and now a pass across, deflected, but made it out. Returned to Kosh. Leorakos in, wraps behind the net, centering feed in front of shot save Babin, and they score on the rebound. The rebound went right up the slot. Henry puts it away, and the Moccasins back in the lead. Time of the goal, 7:38. And for Henry, that's his 12th goal of the year. And Monroe's going to push right back. Zabad throwing it into the far side corner. Thornton over after it. Steps away from a check. And his lead to center. Wickline held up there. Thought there should have been an interference call. There was not. Monroe turning it over at center. Doe move it on back to Thornton. There's a left wing lead. Hatcher run into, lost the puck. Wilson turning back on the right side. His shot, glove save Babin, and he'll hold on to that.
Moccasins goal to score number 12, Kate Henry. Caution, Louisiana, assist. And a big happy birthday to Carson Keithley.
Face off to the left of Babin coming up here. 2-1, Moccasins in the lead. Was trying to pick up the assists that they gave out on that goal, but could not. Right now, the only assist on the goal for Wickline was given to Thompson. Face-off is one back towards Dunford, trying to wrap it around the wall. It's kept in on the right wing side. Here's Reed. Pushed back in towards that pile. Dunford and along to the side of the net. Babbitt will just flop the old mid on it. Hang on. Gesso in there against Bersani. Puck ends up at the left point. Koivuniemi's shot is blocked and ricochets back out to center. Tossed in, Anderson after it into the corner. Behind the net, here's Dunford. Ends up with Somro, he'll move it ahead. And Tristan Reed with a little chip into the left side corner, he'll go get it. Reed pulled down on his way through there as Favaro lost a stick. Right in front, here's Reed, side of the net, cut off by Karpinski. Favaro never did get a chance to pick up his stick. It's still sitting right in front of the goal crease. Puck pulled out of the pile on the far side, and Monroe able to break the zone. Trying to move it ahead here, but Josh Liu took it away. Deflected back the other way, and now Columbus Bersani feeding it back. Somro, puck in his skates at the blue line. They'll move it ahead, Bersani. In on the wing, Texmo going to the net. Bersani feeds it high slot, but into the skates of Liu. He couldn't do anything with it. Back the other way, Monroe. They'll cut in, and that leave was too far behind. And now Columbus to center. Texmo lifts it into space. Somro. Texmo following it up, keeps it in. Lost the handle, though, bounced away from him. Down the ice it goes. Underwood after it, no icing. He'll get there before the goal line as he was chased down. Underwood will leave it back off behind the net. Liu out the left side, right up the slot to Underwood, but Underwood able to take it away. And try the left wing. Past the halfway mark now of this hockey game. It's 2-1, Moccasins in the lead. Here's Jemayev on the right side. Jemayev in, wrist shot, fought off by Karpinski. Kosh elects to loop it back for Bacon. Bacon tries the near rim. There's success over there with Henry, but he was hooked up by Doherty before the puck got to center. And again, Monroe has to figure it out here by cycling back to the defense. Lead through center miss. That should be icing. And it is. With 9:20 to go in the second. 2-1 Monroe. We'll be back with more in a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Hey everybody, I'm Slayton at Zelmo's, and just want to take a second today to tell you a little bit about our new fuel and in-store rewards program. All you have to do is text 78500, just text enroll Zelmo, you'll see it at the bottom of your screen. And it's as easy as signing up, you can do it from home. You get to your pump, hit Zelmo's rewards, type in your phone number. As soon as you do that, you'll see the price roll back at the pump. That's 3 cents a day off every gallon with up to 25 cents off on special occasions. So join today and start saving.
Hey, my name is Justice, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nugget trays is when it's time for football season and time to have the boys over, Chick-fil-A was it. You bite into it and it's juicy, you got flavors popping. Oh yeah, on any D-A-Y, I need C-F-A.
Hey y'all, my name is Soraya, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nugget trays is how easy it is. That convenience of being able to order through the app is just unmatched. When I place that tray down, those nuggets won't be there for long. Everyone loves them.
Little Living on a Prayer for the Bon Jovi karaoke cam that's going on here right now, and that aptly describes Monroe's playoff hopes. 9:20 to go in the second. Not mathematically eliminated yet are the Moccasins, but they could be by the time it's all said and done tonight. Whether Columbus wins or Baton Rouge picks up points, maybe there'll be a combination of both here. But Monroe could be mathematically out of it by the time we are done here this evening. But right now they've got the 2-1 lead, and they're fighting to stay alive. Thompson at the left point will work it on to the left wing side, and you can really only control what you can do, right? And you have to beat your opponent and then hope things go your way elsewhere. Wickline into the slot. Doe with a shot. He scores! Austin Doe with a wrister low on Karpinski, who was slow to track that puck. It beats him low to the glove side right along the ice, and it's tied at 2 with 9:06 to go in the second. Gotta love it for Austin Doe putting that one in. 10:54, time of the goal. And for Dozer, that is 15 on the year now. And the River Dragons trying to make life miserable for the Moccasins as much as they can here. But again, a great crowd here tonight in Monroe. So, and I will say this, I always want to see every franchise do well off the ice. It's always nice to see a building that has a bunch of fans in it, no matter where we go on the road. Always appreciate when you see that kind of support for the hometown team. So, and of course, my thanks to River Dragons fans who do a great job showing up in droves to support our team as well. Here's Wilson up the right side for the Moccasins. He looked to center. That one is tipped up over top of the slot area, ends up out at center. Hatcher was cut down at center, and the River Dragons don't like that one. I don't think I do either, but here, play continues. Columbus trying to move it along. It's pulled back out. Dunford will cycle it back. Under 8 to go now in the second, tied at 2. Somro on the right side. He's going to move it ahead. Hatcher loops back and has to steal it back there for a moment. Dunford will try the left side. Ahead to Bersani. Bersani lifting it into the right wing corner. Somro up after it. And they do whistle that one down as an icing call. Again, want to remind everybody, the River Dragons know they will host Game 1 of the Continental Division semifinal series against either the Carolina Thunderbirds or Athens Rock Lobsters, and we don't know who yet. But that'll be Wednesday, April 16th at 7:05 p.m. Playoff packages are on sale now, as are special playoff group packages. On Monday morning, you can call our office, 706-507-4625. That's 507-4625. Or you can email tickets@rdragons.com. That's tickets@rdragons.com for more information or to book your group today. Face off in the Columbus end. Is controlled, a shot towards the net by Koash. Skipped off the glass after the rebound off of Babin, and racing down there. This time Hatcher will get there first. Puck didn't even make it to the goal line. Columbus able to finish its change after that icing call, where they could not. Jamath on the left side. And now it's cleared. A bouncer down the ice. There'll be no icing the other way as Gesso pursuing Underwood. They'll reverse it around. Blew up the near side. Put to the point. Koash kept it in. It hit the ref in the corner. Monroe looking to get something in front here. A little spinorama move there by Anderson. The crowd appreciating that move. But now he gets dumped in the corner, and a penalty against Jamea for basically throwing a check. Extra man comes out, and now we get we're going to get 2 penalties. So Jemaev is getting 2 and 2. And I think he's picking up the second one maybe for unsportsmanlike. You know, it's interesting because so 2 elbow, 2 for boarding. 13-17. I know there was a discussion about the, how do I put this? The standard of officiating, especially in yesterday's game. And I mentioned it, folks. If you're listening, you heard me. Go ahead and rewind it. Listen to yesterday's game. I talked about how there was a ton of slashing going on. As Boomer put it in our pregame chat, the Lumberjacks are out. But Monroe was taking two-handed swats at everybody, largely through the first 2 periods. Now it calmed down in the third a bit, but none of it was being called. So now today we've come out, and now we already are up to 10 power plays between the 2 sides. As it's gone the complete opposite way. Wilson with a shot from the slot. Glove save Babin. And he'll hang on to that one. But now it's being overcalled. There is a balance. There really is. You don't want to call the silly stuff, which I think there was some silly stuff in the first period. I mean, you want to call a penalty, although, I mean, this is twice now in this 3-game set that a River Dragons player has been penalized for throwing a check. Kyle Moore got one on Thursday night, and now Jemaev gets one here tonight. So it's just, it's inconsistency, I think, that bothers everybody the most. That, and you don't want to see guys get hurt. Guevaro up top, he'll move it across. It is 5-on-4, by the way, now for the next 3:11. Under 6 to go in the period. Puck bouncing to the point, kept in. Onto the left side, here's Henry. He's got the second goal for Monroe. To the dot, feeds it to the side of the net. Attempt back for Henry, battling there, his shot, and that ends up in the netting. We get a whistle, 2:55 to go on the man advantage, 5:38 to go in the second, tied at 2. Also want to remind everybody the regular season comes to a close next weekend, and it is your last chance to get your hands on a family 4-pack. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A Midland and Kissin' 99.3. So your $40 gets you 4 tickets to a River Dragons game, 4 hot dogs, 4 popcorn, 4 Pepsi products, and 4 Chick-fil-A coupons. How about that? Over $120 in value for just $40. April 12th against Athens is our last family 4-pack game. You can scan the QR code, or you can go to ourdragonsmerch.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the page. It is with the featured items on ourdragonsmerch.com. Shot coming in, kicked out by Babin. Somro on it. And now pulled down far side, and Zabad's going to go to the box. And here's the thing. By the time, let's see, what do we have here? So 2:41, so it's only going to be 4-on-4. There'll be no River Dragons power play out of this. It's just going to be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, and then 41 seconds of power play for the Moccasins. We're on pace to end up with like 9 or 10 power plays for each team in this one. Here's a chance in front. Texmo chasing it behind the net as the faceoff was down in the Monroe end of things. Wilson going the other way. He'll curl at center, waiting for a little bit of help. Wilson Sliding it on in left wing, Liarakos. Haven't called his number much tonight. Up to the left point, Asp. And puck chipped on a play. So we'll get a face-off here. When we come back, 4:59 to go in the second. 4-on-4 action. We're tied at 2. This is River Dragons hockey.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Follow the signs and discover your next adventure in life. Nestled right in the heart of Old Town on Queen Bee Drive is a Legacy Reserve at Old Town. At Legacy Reserve, your retirement is whatever you want it to be. Be active, be flavorful, be free, be alive. Don't just live life, live a legacy. Call or visit our website for more information. Try out our virtual tour online today.
5 to go in the second period, tied at 2. 4-on-4 hockey. Face-off coming up outside the Columbus line. Wickline's going to move Hatcher over. And I was just trying to talk to him over the noise of the music here. Wickline in across from Kosh for the face-off. Wickline would have won that back. It hit the linesman in the skate and kicked right to Stefanini. So a nice little break for Monroe there. Stefanini tried to center. His shot was blocked, and now back comes Columbus. Now 2-on-1 if they hurry. 3-on-2. 3-on-3. Hatcher moves in. He's got a shot, and that one is blocked away by Karpinski. That was a good decision to shoot the puck. Looked like he had daylight on the stick side there, too. Now Monroe's going to push back the other way, and they've got some numbers. Stefanini passing on to the right side. Kosh driving in front. Save Babin, and he holds on. Babin going left to right there, following along with that one. Face-off will be to his left. Shot coming in, Babin with a save there. On a chance from the near circle by Henry, who's already got one. Here's Plouffe. Moving it on to the right side, Reed. Reed driving in the backhand, cutting in front, across the goal crease, he scores! What a move by Tristan Reed! Backhand to forehand across the goal mouth, and he puts it over a sprawling Karpinski. 4-on-4 goal, and the River Dragons take a 3-2 lead. How about that? Reed's second pro goal is one for the highlight reel. Oh my goodness. Four on four of the next 40 seconds as Josh Lou's going to push in. Try to put the puck in front. It carries away in behind the net. Far side, cleared up the wing, and now 2-on-1 developing. Moving in across, Stefanini, glove, save Babin! Oh my goodness! He absolutely robbed Stefanini on a 2-on-1. What a stop to keep it 3-2 Columbus. Draw will be to the right of the River Dragons goal. Stefanini turning down with it into the left wing corner. A shot from the slot off the shin pads of Austin Doe. Down the ice it goes. 10 seconds of 4-on-4 left, and then it will be, once again, a shortened power play effort for the Moccasins. Thornton and Doe are just playing a little bit of catch right now, and now Columbus is shorthanded. Thornton got caught pushing up. Right side, here they come in again. There's a shot, and that one is ripped up over top of the net by Anderson. Cleared down by Somro. Boy, that was the worst possible time to try to pinch there by Thornton, but he got bailed out. Monroe trying to come back the other way. They'll wheel it in left side. Here's Wilson. Wilson knocked away by Dunford. He puts it up the middle. Bersani could only tip it, but it was enough to actually deflect it out of the zone. And now Bersani on it. Backhanding it across. A bouncing puck. Again trying to force it through. Just couldn't get it over to Wickline. Columbus kills it off. Jemayev out of the box. There's a shot at a left pad save. Babin, who gets run into by Zabot in front of the net. River Dragons able to move it away, though. Wickline tips it down on the right side. Wickline trying to leave it off into space for Jemayev. Jemayev wanted to put it into the high slot area. Puck still not out of the zone. And now Wilson carries it out. Jesso at a tangle of the line, turned over. 2-on-2, Jemayev moving in. Hatcher going to the net. Jemayev wheeling, feeds it left side, and a shot. Karpinski the save there on Hugh Anderson, who jumped into the play. Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in this second period. 3-2 Columbus. Doherty wheeling away from Jesso, leaving it on the left side. Hatcher. His cross-ice feed is intercepted, and we get a penalty coming. A slashing call. It's going to go against Jesso, who, quite frankly, has been over there just whacking away at people. And especially, I will say this, on a night where you know they're calling everything. You know they're calling everything. Why would you give the officials any reason to put you in the box? River Dragons onto their fifth, the Loft Power Play. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for a 2-for-1 deal on cover only at the Loft. Proud partner of River Dragons hockey. Columbus unable to really set up here. Kosh is going to push, wants a shorthanded chance. Wheels in on the left side now. They're going to cut in front. Nope, wraps it around behind and instead lifts it back down the ice. Little extra time here as Prevost sends it down now. And a bouncer right at the side of the net. Thornton on the right side of Wickline. He'll leave it back. Thornton again right side. Wickline. Moving it ahead to Austin Doe. Doe. Hatcher. Wickline right point. Settles. Right half wall. Hatcher. Doe behind the net. And his pass to the near side of Wickline has to fight for it. Can't come up with a puck, and it's cleared. Under a minute to go in the period. 1 minute to go on the power play. About 11 seconds difference in the clocks. Reed, who's got the River Dragons go-ahead goal here in the second. Wheels all the way back behind his own net. 35 seconds to go. He'll leave it for Doherty. Scott Doherty getting it across to Jemayev. Columbus is really going nowhere with this right now. They can't get out of the zone. They turned it over. But it was turned over back towards Texmo. Karpinski going all the way out to play it. Right side, Plouffe on it. Had the net open and shoot. Feeds it across, but behind Reed. And now a race the other way. 8 seconds to go in the period. Will they get a shot off? Anderson fakes, waits, and he's knocked off the puck as it goes into the corner. That'll do it for the period. Columbus wasted a lot of time in the final minute of the second period, unable to break out. And so that power play chance will carry over 12 seconds. Not that they can't do anything with 12 seconds. They certainly can, especially if they win a draw. But we'll have to see if they pull it off or not. So as the team's going into the locker rooms right now, the officials, nobody here seems to be a big fan of the umpires or the referees. It's just kind of a weird night. And somehow Columbus has found a way to, through 40 minutes, be on top by a goal, which is a huge positive. And you can be forgiven for asking the question heading into the third period. What are we going to see? Is it going to be more of the same? Is it going to be penalties all the way down the stretch? Are they going to kind of loosen the standards a little bit? Well, I don't know that we really know the answer to that, but we're going to find out together. Still, we'll take a break. When we come back, we will have our second period intermission report, and we'll wrap the scoring for you from the period. Take a look inside the numbers, and that out-of-town scoreboard is beckoning. Brought to you by Zelmo Zippin. Stay tuned. More coming away on River Dragons Hockey.
Sure, a meal like this is an option, but why would you settle for less? When you can have the...
This winter, don't let your heating system leave you out in the cold. At Air Force Heating and Air, we are committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or a new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you. Residential and commercial, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability, so for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business.
Back here on Columbus River Dragons Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining me as we are now 2 periods into this one. As the River Dragons have a 3-2 lead after 2 periods of play over the Monroe Moccasins. And pucks have been chucked and folks are out there cleaning them up, picking them off the ice. And the Columbus River Dragons are trying right now to close this one out and get a weekend sweep. They've already got 5 of a possible 6 points. Can they get 8 of 9? And that is one of the big things they're trying to do right now. If they can pull it off, that'd be pretty big for Columbus. They have already wrapped up third. I just got a very amusing text message. I'm not sure if I should share this one or not. Coming from down in the River Dragons locker room, I'm sure they don't think it's funny. But there is a bear that belongs to a certain beverage here, and this is why Buffalo Rock Pepsi is a fantastic sponsor, because at no point has any of their mascots ever squirted water onto an opposing team. So I just want to celebrate the high standards of Buffalo Rock / Pepsi and the just amazing job that they do for us, first of all. I mean, love those guys and gals. But also, yeah, that's an interesting one. I mean, I just saw that roll across the screen here, and I'm like, that's... I don't know if it's par for the course or not. I don't even know what is par for the course tonight, folks. Because as we look back at this one, we had 2 goals in the period, one for each team. Sorry, 2 for each team. And it was 1-0 Moccasins after 1, but the River Dragons tied it up. They got a power play goal of their own off Cody Wickline, who, by the way, has just been absolutely on fire this weekend. His 17th of the year. Thompson still the only assist on that goal. Thornton is still the only assist on that goal at 5:23. And I don't know if they're going to add another one on there or not. I thought they would, but it's kind of been an interesting weekend for scoring. And then back came the Moccasins. Henry is 12 from Kosh and Leorakos at 7:38. Monroe took the lead once again, but then Columbus scored twice, roughly 5 minutes apart. 10:54, Austin Doe with a great shot, low to the glove side of Karpinski. His 15th from Wickline and Lind. And then how about Tristan Reed, the rookie, cutting in from the right wing, going right across the goal mouth, across the front of Cody Karpinski, backhand to forehand, and he roofs it over the sprawling goaltender at 15:52 for his second goal. Brian Dunford the assist. And it's 3-2 after 2. River Dragons outshot by Monroe 9-8 in the period, and officially listed for the game as 18-12 in favor of the Moccasins. Power plays, River Dragons 0 for 4, working on their 5th. But not a lot of time left in that to start the next period here, just basically 11-12 seconds. And then the Moccasins are 1 for 6 with the man advantage in the game. We'll take a break. When we come back, we've got a big-time Zelmo zipping out of town scoreboard coming your way, so stay tuned. Plenty more River Dragons hockey. Welcome home to the Trails at Flat Rock, featuring professionally managed new and renovated apartment homes with unique floor plans. Trails at Flat Rock features washers and dryers in every home, a picnic and pool area with grills, playground, fitness center, and more. We're pet friendly and are located right next to Flat Rock Park. We even have a car wash on property, plus garages and storage units available for rent. Call 706-909-2423 or visit trailsatflatrock.com to see your next home.
We work, sleep, eat, work, repeat. This is how we spend the majority of our time. And time is supposed to be one of the most precious treasures we have, right? Time together with friends and family doing the things that we want to do. And of course, we have to provide. But the life we're providing is supposed to be more than just food and shelter, isn't it? How about experiencing more of the things that we like to do with the people that we love? The truth is that this is what people rank as their highest value. Leisure time with friends and family, travel time, unique experiences and beautiful memories. If you ask anyone from virtually any culture what they wish they had more time to do, it's to see new places, experience new things, amazing experiences, and share those with the people that they want to be with. It's all about quality of life. But somehow we just don't take seriously the importance of our leisure time together, do we? In fact, did you know that every year we give away more than 1 million years of our vacation time? That's right. That's more than 21 years a second, to be clear, given back in paid vacation time that we don't take advantage of. Why do we do that? Why do we not take advantage of our leisure time at leisure? And let's face it, too much of our time today is being spent with a small device in our hands, looking at a small screen instead of the big open sky or mountains or beaches or creating new memories. And today, we live in a subscription-based society, don't we? So many of these services are vying for our time and money. Subscription movie services, TV services, grocery services, gym memberships. And that's okay because it's convenient, right? But what about all those missing, amazing experiences and the memories that they create? You see, quality of life is more than what we do on the couch. What about those other important aspects, too, of our experience in everyday life? You know, how we feel, literally how we physically feel today and every day. And of course, we want to look our best as well. So some of that leisure time and disposable income is going towards these categories as well. So what if I told you that there was a club that was just as convenient, but delivers the best life has to offer every day, everywhere, and in every way that you want? This is exactly what we do at Club Viago.
Back on River Dragons hockey, 2 periods in the books, 3-2 Columbus in the lead. And it's time for a look at that Zelmo zipping out of town scoreboard. Zelmos has been fueling life's passion since 1999. Finals tonight from around the FPHL. Carolina 6-3 winners over Port Huron, so they still have their fate in their hands. Hat tricks 5-1 over the Seawolves tonight. That is now a final. Blue Ridge just running over the Venom 9-1. And that one is coming up on 6 minutes to go in the third. Watertown with a 3-2 lead over the Baton Rouge Zydeco. That one heading into the third period. And Motor City and Danville tied at 4 heading into the third period of that game. NHL for you. Got some games just about dropping the puck here. Golden Knights and Flames cracking at Sharks. Everyone else is final. Devils 4-0 over the Rangers. Senators 3-0 over the Panthers. 5-3 Penguins beat the Stars. 6-2 Canucks over the Ducks. 3-0 Kings blank the Oilers. 5-1 Bruins over the Hurricanes. Sabres come back to beat the Lightning 3-2. 5-0 Maple Leafs over the Blue Jackets. By the way, the Sabres are just crazy down the stretch here. 3-2 Canadians come back to beat the Flyers. That's a big win. Blues hold on to beat the Avalanche 5-4. And Utah Hockey Club 4-1 over the Winnipeg Jets. Men's hardwood action. We got one final from the Final Four. Number 1 Florida moves on, 79-73 over number 1 Auburn. And right now, early in the first half, number 1 Duke 18-15 over number 1 Houston. And in Major League Baseball, here's what we got going on right now. Top of the 9th, Jays Mets tied at 2. Top of the 7th, Athletics 4-3 over the Rockies. Top 4, Mariners Giants scoreless. Bottom of the 1st, Angels 3-1 over the Guardians. Everyone else is final. Tigers 7-2 over the White Sox. Twins 6-1 over the Astros. 7-1 Cubs beat the Padres. 4-3 Nationals over the Diamondbacks. 3-1 Dodgers beat the Phillies. Yankees over the Pirates 10-4. Orioles 8-1 over Kansas City. 6-4 Rangers beat the Rays. 11-7 for the Reds over the Brewers tonight. 4-0 Marlins blank the Braves. And then one game postponed. It'll be made up tomorrow. Cardinals and Red Sox. That is our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Zelmo's Zippin'. And that's it for our second period intermission report. River Dragons with 12 seconds of power play time to start off period number 3. They lead at 3-2. And we're back with that puck drop for you on Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Follow the signs and discover your next adventure in life. Nestled right in the heart of Old Town on Queen Bee Drive is a Legacy Reserve at Old Town. At Legacy Reserve, your retirement is whatever you want it to be. Be active, be flavorful, be free, be alive. Don't just live life, live a legacy. Call or visit our website for more information. Try out our virtual tour online today.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence always.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragon's trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique Boat and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Hey everybody, I'm Slayton at Zelmo's and just want to take a second today to tell you a little bit about our new fuel and in-store rewards program. All you have to do is text 78500, just text enroll Zelmo, you'll see it at the bottom of your screen. And it's as easy as signing up, you can do it from home. You get to your pump, hit Zelmo's rewards, type in your phone number. As soon as you do that, you'll see the price roll back at the pump. That's 3 cents a day off every gallon with up to 25 cents off on special occasions. So join today and start saving.
And we're back. Third period action coming up here, brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. Tom Callahan here with you this evening. Caden Sturgis producing. He's spinning and clicking and typing and doing stuff over there. Nothing's been lit on fire. Although we did have the entirety of the internet just leave us earlier for a while. Probably storm related here in the area. Interrupted the game for a little bit, but kept right on trucking. At least the power stayed on here. I have been through power failures in buildings before. River Dragons back out there, now followed by Monroe. And this is it. Last time of the regular season, these two will face it off here. Period number 3 coming up. Columbus with a 3-2 lead. Goals from Wickline, Doe, and Reed. Let's see if Columbus can extend that lead here early. 12 seconds of power play time up on the clock. Gesso in for a slash. It is the 5th power play for the River Dragons, the loft power play. They're 1 for 4. Not a lot of time to operate here, but if they start with a draw win, maybe they can get something to happen. Spot the jersey tonight. We have a Montreal Max Pacioretty jersey. Down to the right. Connor McDavid in the house tonight, I see. It's always fun. Face-off is one back. Reed getting it back to Underwood. Actually, I have a fun story about that. Tell that in a minute. Here's Reed coming in on the right wing side. Pass into the high slot off Bersani, goes to Josh Liu. Liu lost it and out of the box. Gesso as it's sent down the ice. That should be icing. But instead, Babbitt's got to play it. Or did they? Nope, they whistled it down. Okay. Just was hard to hear the whistle. Icing brought to you by Air Force Heating and Air, where right now you can get a furnace tune and AC inspection for only $79. Book your appointment by calling 706-882-8888 or go to airforceheatingandair.com. Draw to the left of Karpinski. One back by Columbus. Underwood there. He'll put it onto the right side, get knocked down in the high slot. Here's Reed, try to wheel through, lost it. And now it kicks back to him. Into the slot. Bersani jammed a bouncer wide. Well, that puck just does not want to settle. Hops past Underwood at the right point. All the way down it goes. No icing here, so Babbitt got to play it over there. Swings it around. Somro coming back down to help out his D. Lou hooks it right back around to the near rim. Somro feeding it over to Reed. Reed kicked on now, and here comes Columbus on the charge. Somro right side moving in. Wrist shot. Karpinski save, and he's got it in the gear. 1:05 into the third. Jamath out with Texmo and Doherty. Doherty stationed at the top of the circle. If Jamath can get this back to him for a quick shot. One back, though, by the Moccasins. Lind and Thornton out there defensively. River Dragons will push into the line. On the left side, here's Jamath. Wrist shot in on goal and a save by Karpinski. Texmo cutting dangerously in front. Looking for a tip, maybe.
Happy birthday to Aiden Reitzel. He's 15. Happy birthday from your Moccasins.
Face off will be to the right of the Moccasins goal once again. Jamath in for it. This time it's Texmo who creeps back a little. It's one over to the sideboards, though. Left point held in. Thornton right to Jamath. Jamath working it around. Doherty centers off Karpinski, who was hugging the post there. And now Stefanini away with it. Stefanini chips into the right wing corner. Koivaniemi up after it, playing it behind the net. Wilson swings it around to the left point. Held in up top of the long shot in. Babbitt will catch it off the chest protector and hang on. 1:43 into this third period. Face off coming up to the right of the River Dragons net. Austin Doe will do the honors. They tell Wickline to back up. Puck down, and Columbus trying to push it ahead. Anderson got it to Wickline, and the River Dragons will break the zone. Hatcher flings into the right side corner. Wickline up after it. Put against the glass here by Prevost. Puck wedged around Wilson on the right wing side. They'll move in over the line to Zabad. Zabad to the front of the net. Wilson in with it, in tight. Couldn't make it happen. And, oh boy, Babin just got hit right in the head as his helmet comes off. Zabad hit him, and I hope he's all right. Yeah, it looks like he's all right. That's a scary moment. Looked like Zabad might have caught him in the head with a knee or a shin as he was knocked down at the side of the net, but fortunately Babin looks like he's all right. Draw to his right, tied up in the circle. Moccasins with the puck at the left point, over to the right side. Here's Favaro. Shot through traffic, missed the net. Around to the left point, Prevost holding it in. Dunford, tied up, lost a stick. Had to take it away entirely there. Columbus trying to clear it out, cannot. Dunford has his twig back. Bouncer, he sends up the near side. Off of Hutchins and down the ice. Or Hatcher, pardon me. Boy, I'm having a night with that. I got Thornton as Thompson. I got Hatcher as Hutchins. I don't know where I'm going. That's what happens. 3-3. Third period of that 3-3. My caffeine is clearly worn off. Anderson around to the far side as Plouffe will pick it up. River Dragons try to leave the zone as they're still tied up back inside the line. But that worked out for the River Dragons because Kosh decided to just stay on top of Hugh Anderson for an extra couple of seconds. That meant Monroe couldn't break back in and just had to dump it in. Babin gives a little whack to Gesso as he goes in front of the net. Now he's talking to him. Here's a pass ahead to Plouffe. Chasing into the right side corner. Plouffe playing forward today. And a chance in front of the backhand. There's a shot just up over top of the net by Bersani. He was looking high corner. Gesso will try the left wing. Puck to center. Koash leaving too far behind Gesso. Reed stops, looking for a little bit of help. Gives it to Underwood. Underwood's in a pickle. Has to give it back to Reed. Reed just backhands it out. Cleared back ahead. And turning in on the right wing is Rex Moe. Moe through the skates to the backhand. A shot saved Babin. Puck is free in front. Still free at the side of the net. Cleared away to the near wall. Doherty trying to bump his man off. Koash picks it up. Shot for the side of the net. Save made Babin. And Moe lost the handle trying to go to the forehand in front. Puck still not out of danger. There's a shot. Save made. Rebound behind the net. Moe put it right over now onto the stick, thankfully, of Doherty. He was able to bank that one out to center. Columbus will pick it up there. In over the line, here's Somro. Tried to drag between his skates. Lost possession. It's cleared out. Right back in. Columbus, Somro at the line looking for Doherty. Pops up in the air. Glove down and Zabot cut off at the line. And that put the play offset. No, we get a penalty. Slashing. Slashing against Doherty. So the 7th Monroe Moccasins power play. Time of the penalty, 4:35. Well, that's the 7th power play for the Moccasins. They're 1 for 6. There's a one-time blast up over top of the net by Moe. Right side corner, Moe. Right half wall, Henry. Into the corner to Moe. Set up top. Shot. Babin the save. Point blank. Rebound sitting there and now knocked down and slow to get up is Somro. He's struggling. Did he lose a skate blade? Or no? Maybe I think he just got... That left leg is hurting him. Wickline's got a chance to clear. He'll send it down. Somro just trying to get to the bench. In considerable discomfort there. Gesso the other way. Wilson at the line, but that play is offside. Offside brought to you by Old School Barber. Shop there online at oldschoolbarber.com. Book your next appointment online anytime or 24/7 through their Instagram and Facebook. Reservations now required. Get lined up at Old School Barbershop. 5.5 into the third, 3-2 River Dragons. 1:06 left to go in the power play for Monroe when we return. This is River Dragons hockey.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Sure, a meal like this is an option, but why would you settle for less? When you can have...
Back on River Dragons hockey. 5.5 into the third period, 3-2. Columbus in the lead, 1:06 left to go in the power play here for the Moccasins. Gotta go back and tell that story. I used to do PA for a bunch of different teams over the years, but one of them was the Peoria Cubs, back when they were the Cubs affiliate. And I Had a lot of fun doing that job, and I got some pretty good leeway as Gesso on the right side here, working in behind the net. And, oh, he gets crunched behind the net. Great hit by Dunford. Puck at the left point. In on goal off the tip of the mitt, bouncing on the near side. Moccasins can't get it to go. Gesso on the right side. In front, and a save, Babbitt. Scrambling, puck loose, goes behind the net. Hugh Anderson over there on it. Dunford trying to help him out. 25 seconds ago on the man advantage. Worked around to the right side. Learakos at the point. On to the right side corner, back up top. Learakos looking for a backdoor feed. Anderson tips it out of play. So they used to give me a decent amount of leeway. I could do some, off-the-cuff things, have some fun with the fans, kind of get everybody going a little bit. Well, one of the things we used to do, and we thought it was funny, but we would have fake celebrities at the game. Not fake celebrities, they were real celebrities, but they just weren't there. And it would always be something casual or subtle, like paging Scott Baio to the press box. Shot off the draw, goes to the glass. And sure enough, you'd always see one or two fans looking around, just trying to find if Scott Baio was actually in Peoria at a Peoria Cubs game. Puck sent down, and now keep in mind, Peoria is equidistant between St. Louis and Chicago. Columbus back to full strength. So one day, they were showing a bunch of people on the scoreboard. Henry in on the right side with a shot off the outside of the goal post. Columbus is going to send it down. That'll be an icing call. So it's a mix of Cubs and Cardinals territory, but it is mostly Chicago Bears as far as NFL. So they're showing different fans on the scoreboard. And there was a guy there in a Brian Urlacher jersey. And this is back when he still played for the Bears. And so I got on the PA and said, we'd like to welcome Brian Urlacher to the ballpark. Well, the entire team came onto the dugout looking for Brian Urlacher. I mean, all of the Peoria Cubs were up on the top step looking around. There's a shot off the crossbar. Up over the glove of Babbitt and off the iron. Luke will turn it the other way. And it's banked back down into the skates of Kirk Underwood. Reed trying to poke it along. Bounce back at center. Koash flips it in a little too far. But it was just this big guy up on the board in a bright orange Brian Urlacher jersey. And so finally the team saw it. They saw the visual on the scoreboard. As the puck loose in front of the net is cleared away to the line. Not out. Kept in with a shot. That is blocked. And oh boy, Texmo felt that one. Puck down low, tucked to the side of the net. Babb in the save. Gesso on it. He feeds it up top. Here's Kosh with a drive and a right pad stop there. Texmo trying to clear. Doesn't get it out. Prevost, cross-ice slap pass. That one banks over to Bersani. Tried to leave it to Underwood. Columbus just needs to take an icing here just to get a whistle. Or get it to Babin to cover. In front of shot, and that's ripped wide on the blocker side. Puck still not out. Prevost keeping it in. Luke trying to chip it up the wall. Wickline will thankfully get it out of the zone. Columbus gets a change out of the deal. Actually, Texmo almost stole that puck away. Moved ahead, here's Learakos. Now turn back. Columbus trying to quickly attack, but they're not going to get through there. On the left wing side, put in front of the net. Now ricochets back. Oh, Prevost was cleaned out by Texmo as he let that shot go. And Wickline knocks his man down. That's Gesso, who tumbles to the ice kind of easily. And Wickline's got a lot to say about it. Yeah, I don't think Jesso's that light or that weak on his skates, but he looked weak on his skates right there. So needless to say, I got several dirty looks from the players, even the coaches. And a bunch of the players said that I needed to stop doing that. And I said, okay, thank you, I appreciate your feedback. And, of course, we just kept doing it because the fans loved it. We had fun. Played around to the right point as the power play once again for the Moccasins. Would you believe power play number 8 for Monroe? They're 1 for 7. Columbus able to clear it over the line. Oh, there goes that power play. Slashing the call. So now they're 1 for 8. And we're going to skate 4 on 4 for a minute 38 seconds. And then Columbus will go on to its 6th, the loft power play. 9:04 the call, or 9:04 the time of the call. 2 minutes for slashing. And that one is against Rex Moe. I don't know if we're ever going to get to the end of this game. Left point, Anderson, long shot in, blocked away by Karpinski. Played around again to the point. Oh, the linesman got in the way of Anderson as he tried to keep it in, and it goes down the ice. Now, Kosh is going to go to the box for slashing, as he should. He just two-handed Hugh Anderson. So Columbus is going to get another power play out of the deal. Dunford leaving into space, puck up top. Hatcher curling at the line. Extra man is out. Hatcher up top to Dunford. Dunford across with a one-time ripped wide. Dunford on the left side, keeping it in. Jamath is wound up again, wants it. Dunford near side to Doherty, had it slapped away. Dunford on it, into the slot. Hatcher finally taken away. No, Doherty racing over now. It's touched. And another slashing call. Kosh can't argue that one. That was a pretty good whack. Even I would have called that one. 9:51, time of the penalty, and that will be the 7th. The Loft power play. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for a 2-for-1 deal on cover. And that is only at the Loft, proud partner of River Dragons hockey. Left point, here's Jamath, moving it over to the right side. It's 4 on 3. There's plenty of ice out there. Lynn tried to leave it up top, but he put it right to Anderson. He backhands it down the ice, and Babbitt's going to have to come way out to play this because of Stefanini's presence. Jamath, in his skates, carries it back inside the line. So 27 seconds of this 4 on 3, and then it goes to 5 on 3. Jamath in front of shot, score! No! Off the goalpost and out. Oh boy, I thought that was in. Reed thought that was in. All right, play continues. Left side, here's Thornton moving in. Thornton on the left side. He'll bank it up top to Reed. Reed almost had his second of the game there. All right, 5 on 3 now for 19 seconds. Thornton on the near side. Wickline up top. Wickline down the left side. Into the slot. Reed a shot. Save made Karpinski. It's banked out to center. Lind on it. So now 47 seconds of 5 on 4 as it's cleared off of Rex Moe. Ends up with Favaro. He'll play it ahead. Coash trying to cut through. And now Monroe's going to stretch for shorthanded chances. As the River Dragons move back in. Somro putting it up top. Underwood to his right. Rolling puck gathers in the corner. Turns it back. Somro moving up top with it as Lind hops out of the zone. Fed to the near side. Here's Wickline. Wickline. Somro left side, feeding it down to the side of the net. Played away, and down the ice it goes. 15 seconds of the power play. Columbus on the rush here. Kosh out of the box. We're back to 5 on 5 hockey. River Dragons 1 for 7 on the power play. Monroe 1 for 8. Koivuniemi moving it ahead onto the right wing. Here's Wilson. Cross ice feed. Underwood on it. They'll backhand it ahead. And now up comes Plouffe. Has help going to that. Plouffe feeding it down low. Somro can't really shoot from over there. On the left side. Trying to move it free. Plouffe in the corner. Battling his way over to the far side. Kosh put it right back to Plouffe. Lost it though in the pile. And now it's tapped ahead to Wilson. Wilson lost the handle, though. Lind will go back. And Monroe to the change. 7.5 to go in the third. 3-2 Columbus. Left side, here's Lind. High slot, wrist shot, deflected wide. Asp sent it right back in front. Cleared along and out. Here come the Moccasins, but Anderson couldn't handle that puck. Sweeps it down the ice, a roller. Thornton in after it. And he is able to get it past Leo Roccos, then pulled down there near side. Texmo can't get it out. Gesso with it now up top. Here's Anderson. Long wrister. Oh, that one got through but missed the net. Far side, Doherty gave it up in front. Babin went for the poke, couldn't get to it. Gesso with it. Flips it towards the side of the net, and Thornton will give it to Babin, and here we go. .650 left to go in the third. 3-2 your score. Back with more in a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
Back on River Dragons hockey. 6:50 to go in the third. 3-2 Columbus. River Dragons hockey brought to you in part by Sweetbriar Fine Cigars. Established in 1975, they're Georgia's oldest cigar shop. Sweetbriar has the finest selection of fresh, imported, handmade premium cigars. Enjoy your favorite in our relaxed, comfortable seating area. They also have a full line of accessories and custom blended pipe tobacco. Ask about veteran and military discounts, the loyalty program, and volume discounts. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 7. Sweetbriar is located in the upper level of the landings on Whitesville Road, just off Airport Thruway. Online at sweetbriarcolumbus.com. Face off to the left of the River Dragons goal. Leo Roccos in for the face-off. And that one tied up right there on the dot. Leo Roccos pulls it free in front, and it's shoved wide by Gesso. Gesso had a very animated discussion with the linesman during the break. And again, clearly Monroe, frustration is showing, but keep in mind at this point, if Monroe doesn't find a way to get 3 points and get it in regulation, that's pretty much it for their postseason hopes. Jemayev trying to skip it off the glass, can't get it out of there. So it's going to be interesting to see here, as the puck centered in front, how fast they do if they are still trailing, decide to pull Cody Karpinski. Keep in mind, even if this game is tied, they could elect to pull Karpinski if they believe they just absolutely have to have those 3 points in regulation, because it's the only way for them to stay alive. So, and of course, looking at that Wolves-Zydeco game right now, Baton Rouge is losing. Here's Hatcher at center, trying to step in over the line. River Dragons at center. As working back Henry onto the left side. I will be honest with you, though, I don't remember so much tension around a playoff race in my couple of years in this FPHL. This has actually been a really entertaining year as far as coming down to the wire and positional jockeying. Clear now towards center as it's poked in on the left wing side. A centering attempt, and whoop, there goes the entire net. Now I do know, and River Dragons fans are going to remind me, Tom, since you've been here, it came close all the way down to it with the River Dragons of Carolina for first place. And I do know that. But I just mean, like, all over the standings, there's potential for flip-flop. There's whether or not Monroe gets in, whether or not Baton Rouge can surpass Blue Ridge, whether or not Carolina will finish in front of Athens or not, and that's just our division. Plus, second place is still not sewn up between Danbury and Port Huron, although Carolina beating Port Huron and then Danbury winning tonight might sort that one out. That race might now be over. And with the Venom losing, that could be the end of their playoff aspirations. Shot from the far side, blocked. Puck right in front. Lou trying to move it ahead. Lou is without his stick. Tries to throw a hit in the corner. Bersani trying to help him out over there. Picked up on the left side. Here's Texmo to center. And a penalty coming up here. And it's going to be a holding call against the Moccasins. So when we come back, River Dragons onto the power play for the 8th time tonight. 3-2 they lead it. 5 minutes even left to go in regulation time. This is River Dragons hockey.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
River Dragons on to the Loft Power Play. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your Columbus River Dragons ticket stub for a 2-for-1 deal on cover at the Loft. Proud partner of River Dragons hockey. Hatcher had to go get a new stick. Jemaeff, Wickline up front. Thornton and Doe on the points. Columbus taking this power play seriously. It's a one-goal game. It's 3-2 River Dragons. 5 minutes to go. And a goal would pretty much make this a nigh impossible hill to climb for the Moccasins, who really do need the win in regulation. Columbus up the right side. Here's Hatcher on the wall over there. He'll slip it down. Wickline around the left side. Thornton, dives side of the net right in front. Jemaeff on the backhand, a swat at it. Clear to the line, not out. Doe over to Thornton. Thornton back over to Doe. Doe is going to have to hurry this one down the wall. Right side to Jemaeff. Jemaeff hit from behind over there with a pretty heavy shot from Bacon. That allows the puck free as Jemaeff takes a moment to gather and get out of the zone. Anderson pushing shorthanded left side. Cuts in for a shot, missed on the blocker side there, and Jemaeff is definitely slow getting off the ice. It's been a physical game here tonight. River Dragons have had a couple of big-time blows to players so far. Here's Hatcher walking it in. Wrist shot. Blocked. Rebound side of the net. Well, that's closing your hand over the puck right there by Anderson. That's a penalty. Let him touch it. Let him touch it. There you go. Anderson looking shocked at that one. That's legit right there. That is absolutely legit. Closing your hand over the puck.
And by the way, if you're ready for this big throwback jersey auction, please head over to section 124 after the game.
Don't see that one too often. 16:07. 5-on-3 now for 54 seconds as the River Dragons on to their 9th the Loft power play. Here's Lou at the left point with it. 5-on-3, lots of open ice, cross ice feed, puck up top. Underwood fakes it over to the far side. Texmo, Doherty, right side up top. Underwood circle, wrist shot, tip to the glass. Down for the left point, Lou able to keep it going. Fed back up top, Bersani's pass blocked, fed into the slot, and it's cleared out and down the ice. Underwood will carry the mail through center and offside at the line. Doherty's upset, but Sorry, big guy, you were ahead of the play. We're right on that blue line, and I can confirm that was offside. "18 seconds in the 5-on-3, and then it's 5-on-4 for the remaining 107. There is 3:18 to go in the third. It is 3-2 Columbus, and again, I go, whoa, look out, hot potato into the River Dragons bench. But again, I go back to the idea that at this point, for the River Dragons, you are going to have to keep an eye on Cody Karpinski. Because I really do believe the Moccasins are going to try to get him out of there if they get through this penalty kill unscathed. So it's Wickline, Jemaeff, Lind, Thornton, and Doe. Jemaeff gets it over, now up top to Lind. Lind backdoor feed, and just missing the tip was Jemaeff. Doe bouncer around and hops past Wickline, but he hustles up after it. Wickline up top as it's going to 5-on-4, leaves it to Lind in some space. Lind feeds it across, shot coming in. That one hit Doe. Ends up in the corner, so 5-on-4 now. Wickline on the near side, try to put it back into the pile. Thornton skates, comes down low, and again, Columbus will control. Jemaeff. Wickline. Into the corner, switching places, moving around now to the near dot. Lind, wrist shot, missed on the glove side. Around it goes to the right point, Thornton. Thornton back down to Doe. Doe, cross ice, Lind lets it go, blocked in front. And now a chance for Zabon to clear, tipped in, it gets through to Henry. Henry moves it ahead. Monroe is indeed stretching here for the shorthanded chances. Here's Henry, pushed off the puck. And now another penalty. And that's going to be against Columbus. Let's see what this is. Interference. For only the second time this year, these are penalty minutes number 3 and 4 for Austin Doe. It is not something he often does. And judging by his reaction, he's not thrilled by the call. 18 seconds of 4-on-4. 2 minutes on that clock, which will be then the 9th Moccasins power play. 2 minutes, 11 seconds left in the game. So, I am going to go ahead and surmise that depending on this draw win, Karpinski's still in the net. Columbus is going to have shots at the empty net here, but it's going to go to a Moccasins power play here shortly. I'm actually surprised they haven't gotten him out just yet as the puck, it ends up out of play. And now the referee says deflection. Face-off will stay inside the zone. Wilson was lobbying for a delay of game call. 1 second, and then Anderson comes out of the box. Face-off, one back, Wilson with a drive. It's blocked. Gesso on the rebound, and his stick snaps in half as he tried a shot. On to Anderson it goes. Karpinski is out of the net. Empty net for the Moccasins at 6-on-4. Right side, puck up in the middle now. Anderson feeds it over the left side. Wilson back up. Anderson, a shot block, goes into the corner. Gesso on it. The upside of this is because Columbus is shorthanded, they can take unlimited shots at that empty net. Anderson at the left point, pressured there by Somro. Wilson into the left side corner, Stefanini. Gesso, top of the near circle, walks down to the dot. Wrist shot, and off the tip of the mitt there of the goaltender, Babin. Up top, one-time Lirakos, and that one is deflected wide. Anderson behind the net, battling, trying to get it out. Wilson comes out of the pile with 1 minute to go. Wilson leaving it side of the net. Zabon trying to shove it in. Short side. It's held there by Babin. I imagine Monroe's going to call a timeout. Face-off will be to the right of Babin whenever we do decide to drop it. 3-2 your score. Columbus in the lead. Karpinski is on the bench. 46 seconds left in the power play for Monroe. I'm shocked they're actually not calling a timeout here. Columbus got fresh penalty killers out there, so it's not like there was an icing and they didn't want to let Columbus's penalty kill rest. River Dragons win the draw and send it down. Now the puck turned over far side. Hatcher on it, and it's slapped away there. Favaro up the left side. Stefanini carrying in wide. Working it around to the front of the net, blocked by Babin. Puck leaking and out of the... No, Stefanini, did he keep it in? No, he didn't that time. Here's Wickline ahead. He's got Hatcher, feeds him. Hatcher, first pro goal. There it is into the empty net, and it's going to salt this one away for the River Dragons. I told you it was going to happen. An unselfish play by Cody Wickline to feed it over to the rookie. His first pro net, and that sends the fans heading to the exits. Wickline will be the only assist on the goal at 19:39. Karpinski back in the net. Again, Columbus still has to navigate the remaining time here as a puck in front of the River Dragons net. Favaro on it left side. Jessel with a slap shot for the point. Wide of the net, around the rim it goes, and out of the box. It's picked up here by Austin Doe. He's got Reed with him. And the clock's going to run out, and the River Dragons will take the game. They take the game, they take the season series. The River Dragons winning all but one of the games here from Monroe this year. A successful foray here into Louisiana, and that's 8 out of 9 points for Columbus. Time for the Pepsi postgame show. Stay tuned for that. We got a scoring wrap coming your way, plus a busy out-of-town scoreboard with playoff implications. We're back at the board in a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Sure, a meal like this is an option, but why would you settle for less? When you can have the...
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Hey everybody, I'm Slayton at Zelmo's, and just want to take a second today to tell you a little bit about our new fuel and in-store rewards program. All you have to do is text 78500, just text enroll Zelmo, you'll see it at the bottom of your screen. And it's as easy as signing up. You can do it from home. You get to your pump, hit Zelmo's rewards, type in your phone number. As soon as you do that, you'll see the price roll back at the pump. That's 3 cents a day off every gallon with up to 25 cents off on special occasions. So join today and start saving.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique Boat and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com.
Thanks for joining me as the Columbus River Dragons wrapping it up on the ice. A 4-2 win over the Monroe Moccasins and Columbus. Big time win, but also dashes the playoff hopes of the Monroe Moccasins. They will not be in the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. And so let's go back and take a look at the scoring wrap in this one for you. It started back in the first period. Scott Koash with his 14th of the year from Sabad. And Favaro at 12-16 made it 1-0 after one. But then Columbus, 3 goals in the second period. Started with Cody Wickline 17th from Thornton at 5:23. And that tied it at 1. Henry made it 2-1 for Monroe at 7:38. But then at 10:54, Austin Doe scores from Wickline and Lind. And then a 4-on-4 goal. Tristan Reed, his second from Dunford at 15:52. And the River Dragons up 3-2 after 2 periods of play. Into the third we go, and as I had told you, every single game this weekend, someone scored their first professional goal. I felt like one was coming tonight. Well, it took until the final 21 seconds of the game, but into an empty net. The goal, his first as a pro, so congratulations to Nash Hatcher. Cody Wickline, the only assist. And Columbus wins it 4-2 here tonight. Final shots on goal listed as for Columbus, 4 in the first, 8 in the second, 6 in the third for 18, 9, 13, and 8 for Monroe, 30. Both teams go 1 for 9 on the power play tonight. We'll take a break in this Pepsi postgame show. When we come back, it's time for the Zelmo Zippin' Out of Town scoreboard. Stay tuned. We'll give you the update on that and the playoff implications from it. And we'll be right back with more in a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Introducing New Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Music to my ears.
You don't have ears.
Starry, it's different.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
Back on the Pepsi postgame show, Tom Callahan here with you in Monroe, Louisiana. The final time of the regular season, these two teams will meet, and the Columbus River Dragons wrap it up 4-2. Time to take a look now at the out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Zelmo's Zippin', and playoff implications abound this evening. So the first score, Carolina 6-3 over Port Huron, means the Thunderbirds still control their own destiny when it comes to whether or not they can finish first in the Continental Division. So if Carolina wins both games, there's nothing Athens can do. Carolina is a point in front of them, even if Athens wins both of their games in regulation. And could get interesting after that if a game goes to overtime or a shootout, but we'll find out next weekend. So Carolina still in the driver's seat. All right, Hat-Tricks 5-1 over the Seawolves, and then Blue Ridge 9-1 over the Venom. So the Venom out, that's the end of their playoff hopes, and the Hat-Tricks now really pulling away from Port Huron in the standings since the Prowlers lost to Carolina in both games this weekend. So it looks like Danbury has salted away that second seed. It's Binghamton, and then it'll be Danbury, followed by Port Huron. And we'll see what's going to happen in the bottom there in the 4-5 play-in game. Watertown 6-3 winners over Baton Rouge. And so what that means is that Watertown is already ensconced in that 4th spot. And it looks like it is going to be the Motor City Rockers then, and I believe it's official. It's Motor City in the 5 spot. So 4-5 is Watertown, Motor City, and that cannot change. And that means that the Wolves will have home ice for that critical game. But it also means the Zydeco now, after the way things fan out tonight, Blue Ridge wins. So there's 6 points in front of Baton Rouge. And the Zydeco look like they're going to end up into that 5 spot is the way that is all going to play itself out. And then still in a shootout here, Dashers and Rockers. They're not done yet. Maybe they are done now. I don't know. Let's see. It is a Dasher shootout win, perhaps. 5-4. It looks like Dashers have beat Motor City 5-4. They went into overtime, tied at 4. I know if you're refreshing the scoreboard like I am, it says 7-6. That just counted the shootout goals. So it is 5-4 Dashers in a shootout in that game. NHL, 2 going on right now. Golden Knights up 1-0 on the Flames in the first. After one, Kraken 2-1 over the Sharks. Everybody else final. Devils shut out the Rangers 4-0. Sens blank the Panthers 3-0. 5-3 Pens down the Stars. Canucks 6-2 over the Ducks. Kings blank the Oilers 3-0. 5-1 Bruins over the Hurricanes. Sabres 3, Lightning 2. That was in a shootout, by the way. 5-0 Maple Leafs over the Blue Jackets. 3-2 Canadians come back to beat the Flyers. Blues hang on 5-4 over the Avalanche. And the Utah Hockey Club downs the Jets tonight 4-1. NCAA men's basketball, one team is in the championship game, and that is number 1 Florida. They beat Auburn tonight 79-73. And early in the second half, Duke has an 8-point lead over Houston, 50-42. Baseball finals coming in here. Mets 3, Blue Jays 2. The Marlins beat the Braves 4-0. 11-7 Reds over the Brewers, 3-1 Dodgers over the Phillies, Yankees 10-4 over the Pirates, Orioles beat the Royals 8-1, Rangers top the Rays 6-4. Also final, Nationals 4-3 over the Diamondbacks, 7-1 Cubs top the Padres, 6-1 Twins beat the Astros, 7-2 Tigers over the White Sox, and Cardinals Red Sox postponed. Going on right now, bottom of the 9th inning. Athletics 7-4 over the Rockies, bottom of the 6th. Giants 4-1 over the Mariners in top 5. Angels and Guardians are knotted at 3. All right, that's going to do it for the Zelmo Zippin' Out of Town scoreboard and this Pepsi post-game show. River Dragons are victorious. And Columbus coming back home now, April 11th and 12th. And that's it for the regular season. The Athens Rock Lobsters in town Friday and Saturday night. That Saturday game is a family 4-pack game, so make sure you get your tickets for that, ourdragonsmerch.com. Just $40 gets you 4 tickets, 4 Pepsi products, 4 popcorn, 4 hot dogs, and 4 Chick-fil-A coupons. That's insane for just $40. And, of course, only available online, and they will sell out. So get yours now, your family 4-pack at ourdragonsmerch.com. As we round out the regular season against the Athens Rock Lobsters. And then we absolutely know that the Columbus River Dragons will host Game 1 of their Continental Division semifinal series against either Carolina or Athens on Wednesday, April 16th at 7:05 p.m. Playoff packages are on sale now, as are special playoff group packages. Give us a call starting Monday morning, 706-507-4625, or email tickets at ourdragons.com to book your group. All right, my thanks to Caden Sturgis for producing this one. My thanks to all of you for hanging through here, the Pepsi post-game show. One more time, your final, the River Dragons win at 4-2 over the Monroe Moccasins. This is Tom Callahan saying good night.